So boot up your computer, grab your mouse, and join in the fun, learning about the Internet and the World Wide Web.
Folks, here we are back on another Sunday night with Net Talk Live, teaching you everything you need to know about the Internet and the World Wide Web. We'd like to thank you for joining us tonight. We've got a great show in store for you. Why? Simply because we're introducing, the main thing you need to know is we're introducing two contests tonight where you're going to win a Pentium laptop or a huge, I'm talking a huge mega computer. I'm going to go over that in a minute. But first, you need to write down the numbers you need to know to participate in the show. Give us a call if you're inside the state of Texas. Give us a call at 214-787-1570. And if you're outside the state of Texas, give us a call at 800-583-1570. Just give us a call and ask your questions about the Internet and the World Wide Web. But folks, remember, the lines get busy real quick. They've already started lighting up. You just have to get in there and press redial. We'll get through. We'll get you on the air. You can send us email to nettalk@nettalklive.com. And you can follow along on our website at www.nettalklive.com. And for those of you that have just tuned in for the very first time, what we are is a triple cast. We talk about the Internet and the World Wide Web. We're a radio show that you actually get to watch on television or also listen on your computer. And now watch on your computer worldwide. Anywhere in the world you can participate with the broadcast. And of course, I would tell you, those of you that are longtime followers, Laura Lewis is not with us tonight. She is actually, can you believe this, guys? She's actually out, I should say, quasi on assignment and getting pampered doing the spa thing for a week.
Ow, did she trick you into doing that?
I don't know.
What I'm going to do is, I saw this spa on the web and I want to try it out, so are you paying for this? You don't. I got something like that I want to do next week.
Oh, what, go out to Hollywood and meet Will Smith or something like that?
No, you guys, he announced his engagement to Jada Pinkett.
He did.
How can you do that to me?
You know, hey, it's because you're traveling back and forth from Hollywood, you big star, you, to participate in this show.
So aggravated.
You left him lonely out there. And, of course, sitting in for Laura Lewis tonight is our entertainment reporter, Georgia Foy.
Hey there.
Georgia, so she's going to fill in for Laura tonight. And, Laura, we miss you and can't wait to see you again next week. So, anyway, let's start with our first call of the night. Let's go to line one. It's Greg tuning in Mobile, Alabama on WBOP.
Hey, Greg, welcome to Net Talk Live. What's your question?
Yeah. I heard this week in the news that the whole Internet was down, and I didn't have any problems, though, but I was just wondering if y'all know what the problem was.
Oh, did you hear about this in the news and stuff?
What happened with that?
Actually, during I think it was actually Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? No, it was Friday. Thursday it happened. The Internet basically closed down to a crawl. And it was the big question. Everybody asks about this. Can something as big as the Internet that does all this traffic and stuff, can it actually shut down and mess everything up? It happened, but Dave, what do you think? I don't think it was a computer error. I say it was a human error. What happened?
Well, the Internet's been up for 30 years, and that's like spring cleaning time. That's what I'm saying. It needed to be clean. I love this shirt.
Dude,
blinding me.
Right.
He's mustard man. It was really funny. I'm kind of in a cream kind of yellow thing, and Georgia was going to do the yellow thing, and Dave was in the yellow thing. We'd have been the banana crew tonight if we'd all done it.
You
should have told me.
But anyway, yeah, they took the net down for cleaning. No, it was basically a person problem. The net doesn't go down because it breaks. It's built to stay up forever and ever. What happened was Network Solutions, rather. They are the gods of the domain naming system, I guess you could say. And what happened was a programmer at 2:30 in the morning, so you figure this guy didn't have enough Jolt or Twinkies or whatever.
Mellow yellow, that's what it was.
That's right. This guy programmed a bad bit into this router DNS table. And this little DNS table does what's called a propagation. And a propagation.
The whole thing you just said.
Well, okay. DNS, the names you type on the Internet, the nettalklive.com. What happened was this guy put a bad bit in, and it knocked out 1 million .com addresses and over 70,000 .net addresses. Everything else worked, the .orgs, the you name it, the EDUs, the schools. But it was just some guy who didn't get enough caffeine and programmed in a bit.
Let me simplify this for you here,
Please
Georgia.
do.
Georgia's sitting here going, what?
Simplify it.
What's going on? Let's imagine it was phone numbers. On the Internet, when you see like www dot, like ours, nettalklive.com,
Right.
you're seeing words so you can remember it.
Right.
What the computer sees is what looks like a phone number, like 201.1.15. Whatever.
Right.
That's the DNS, correct, Luis? That's what's called the number, the DNS
That's
number.
the IP address. The
Right,
IP
the IP address.
Yes.
Okay, so what happened here is this guy, Internic, the one that runs all this, right?
Right.
Updates each program and sends it out to the net to make sure everything's okay. Now
Right.
imagine it's the phone company, all these phone numbers. A guy sitting on the late shift, playing Space Invaders probably, right? Playing Quake on the internet while he was supposed to be doing his job. All of a sudden, a little bug gets into the program that changes everybody's phone number by 1 digit. Now, if I wanted to call you, I know you're there,
Right.
right? And when I hit it to dial you, in this case going to a web page,
Right.
it said you weren't there, said it wasn't your number, said you were no longer around. That's what happened, and it basically brought the net to a screeching halt, and all these .coms, .com stands for commerce, meaning a business site,
Right.
okay? And .net is a network, usually like an internet service provider, where they have all the people connecting.
Right.
And all of theirs went down, so your email was gone, and you basically were SOL. You were
Done.
out.
But what's weird
So
about
what
this?
happens? Does he get fired or what?
Well, they say they're going to discipline him, and it probably means like they'll double his Twinkie input or something.
But how do they know it was him? I mean, how did they know it was this guy?
He had to push a button to make
Yeah.
it go. He
He-
didn't check it. There was an alarm that went off. Right, Dave? There was an
Right.
alarm that went off.
And he didn't follow any of the alarms. And
Oh
now,
my
now they're
gosh.
going to remember war games when the guys had to put 2 keys in to fire the missile. Now they're going to do a 2-key system where 2 people have to authorize it before they do what's called this propagation.
Right.
Basically, one bad bit feeds another bad bit on down the stream until it gets to your little internet provider in your hometown. And it kept feeding the bad information. And
Wow.
it took 2 days for it to clean
See,
up.
if it's me, I'm saying, no, that was John doing the early shift. He did it. I wasn't even at work that day. I was sick. I didn't touch anything.
On computers, we have a little timestamp, so we know where you are.
You know where they are.
And who you are.
Human error did it, and he just didn't follow the protocol for doing his job. And I can imagine what you think
imagine?
he lost his job.
I'm
I'm almost
sure he
sure
did.
he
I'm
lost
sure
his
he
job.
did.
And because it shut down all these business sites.
Right.
Anyway, let's go to our next call. Let's go to line 1. It's Ken calling from North Richland Hills, Texas.
Hey, Ken, welcome to Net Talk Live. What's your question?
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
Great.
I have a question for you about my internet connection speed. I had a 28.8 modem and I just got a 33.6, and it's still showing 28.8 on Windows 95. I went to that site you had for U.S. Robotics,
Right.
and it said that I could connect faster, and then I called U.S. Robotics, and they said Windows 95 won't show faster than 28.8.
Okay, let me see if I have this right. He's got a 28.8 modem, and you upgraded to which modem?
A 33.6.
A 33.6, but you're still connecting at 28.8 is what you're saying.
Yeah. And my ISP line is a 33.6.
Dave, you got to explain this one, what's going. If I understand correctly what this guy said, is he upgraded in a modem, right? Ken upgraded his modem, and he's not getting the speed out of it, but he's saying on one end it's showing the speed, and the other end it's not.
Okay.
What's going on?
This could be 2 different things. First of all, he might not have upgraded the Windows software for his modem. When you buy a new modem, it'll come with a new disk. You want to make sure you load those new drivers, because those drivers know how to talk at 33.6. Windows 95 knows how to talk up to 128K, which is ISDN speed. So that's kind of a misleading answer he gave you about Windows not supporting it, because that's wrong. The second thing to look at is some ISPs only use 28.8 modems at the host end. That's the end that you dial into. So if your ISP won't support higher than 28.8, your modem does a really kind thing. It connects at the lower speed that it'll support. So get an ISP that'll support maybe this X2 if you have an X2 modem, or the 33.6 speeds. So that is it.
And it's like, how do you know? I
Right.
mean, do you just call your internet service provider, Dave, and say, what do you support? And
Sure.
will they really tell you the truth?
They should. I hope so. You could say, do you support 33.6 modems, or are you limited to the older 28.8 modems? And you can even find some bulletin boards in town that only have 14.4 modems, which is a lower speed. I'd say most every internet service provider today is at least up to 14.4. I'm sorry, at least up to 28.8. You won't find any 14.4 internet providers.
And if you do, they're in a closet somewhere.
right.
And they are $5 a month.
And they're $5. So, Luis, how
That's who I got.
would I know, Luis, and where could I go on the net to find out if the internet service providers in my area supported these higher speeds? How could you do? Is there a way to do that?
There's a list of ISPs in the net at www.thelist.com, and in there you're gonna find a list of all the ISPs. Now I'm not sure if they are gonna send you or tell you what speeds they support. So I say go to the website and check it out. But Jovan, this thing about the speed, it's something that affects everybody. And I want to show you AOL users, and actually everybody, why is it that sometimes you don't have all the speed that your modem can give you?
And the bottom line why you want speed,
Yes.
Luis, is that makes sound play better,
Everything
images
goes
pop
faster.
up faster,
Right.
and video be able to play.
Yes,
Is that
when
right?
you go to a web page, the image that it's going to show is going to come out faster. Whenever you get a sound, you're going to get that sound faster. Everything works faster, which means happiness.
Okay, so since we have a lot of America Online users, in fact, America Online is still the largest. I mean, with what, 8 or
It's
9
huge.
million users in the U.S.
It's
alone.
amazing. It's big. It's
They
huge.
account for like 25% of the users in the U.S. Is that
Because
right?
I mean, Jovan, those are people that have never been on the internet, so they try to get AOL, which is a simple way for you to start doing that. And then when they graduate from AOL, then they get their own ISP.
And of course, for the new people out there, the newbies or people that've never heard the term AOL, it's real simple. It's just America Online.
Yeah,
it's the service that comes with most of your computers when you buy it. So,
Yeah.
Luis, what are you going to show us?
Well, I'm going to show you on AOL how to get most performance out of your modem. Now, this is this week's article on that I wrote. What happens most of the time is when you do a setup on AOL, they're going to ask you what modem you have. Now, on the old days, you had to match your modem speed to your connection speed. But nowadays, there's something called autobahning, which means you can talk to your modem faster than your modem is connected to the internet. So what you want to do is when you configure your AOL or any dial-up connection for that matter, you want to make sure you select at least 57.6 kbps.
Even though you might not have a 57
Well,
modem?
exactly, because what happens is modems today use compression. When data gets to your modem, it gets decompressed. Now, it needs a faster connection from your modem to your computer because now you have data that is bigger. So if you don't do that, the modem cannot send the data to your computer as fast as it gets it. So it tells the modem at the other end to hold on. So that slows you down a lot. So a lot of
Wow.
people that have 14.4 modems or 28.8 modems and have it set to 14.4 or 28.8, they're not getting all the performance they can out of their modems.
Hey, that's some great information.
So if you want to
Some
learn
information
more
I didn't
and
know.
more detail about it, you can go to the website and click on my head, and don't have too much fun doing that. And you can read my article.
Everybody knows how.
Luis, I'm crushing your head right now. Where's the website?
Let me show you what he's talking about real quick for our TV viewers following along and for our radio listeners that are following on the website. If you were to go to our webpage at nettalklive.com, there's a button at the top of the screen or an icon that says News in EWS. And when you click on it, you actually go into our news site where we all have articles, and it says click on your favorite personality. And you can actually click on Luis's head. But you see how the cursor turns to a finger. If you do it appropriately, the finger will slide up Luis's nose. It'll actually disappear as you, as you do that. And you really go to his favorite secret spot if you do that. Anyway, let's take our next call of the evening. Let's go to Johnny tuning in Louisville, Kentucky on WYCS.
Hey, Johnny, welcome to Net Talk Live. What's your question?
Well, I'm in the market for a computer, and I'm wanting to know what features I should get, for internet use. How what should be the minimum features? Speed of the modem, the amount of RAM, etc.
Interesting. That's a good question. Johnny, are you just about to get on the net for the first time, or do you already have a computer, my friend?
I don't have a computer. I've been on the net through a cyber cafe that was open, but since they closed, I've been looking for a computer of my own.
We get the questions like this, Georgia, a lot. But I'm gonna ask Johnny. Johnny, I'm gonna ask you another question. There's really two things to consider because we're gonna give you two answers this time. We answer this question a lot, but I'm gonna give you two answers. Are you just wanting it just to surf the net, or are you going to use it to do other things? Are you wanting the computer to be able to grow with you and last for a while?
Yes, I will probably also have some word processing program on it as well because I do a lot of writing.
Okay, great. Well, Luis, we're going to start with you, my friend. If somebody was starting on the net today, didn't have a computer and wanted to go get a computer, what would you recommend minimum, and what would you recommend to grow with them?
I would say if you're getting a computer now, you must at least get a 33.6 modem with it. Nowadays, all the computers are bundled with modems since the internet is so big. So I would make sure that you have at least a either 166 megahertz or 133 megahertz Pentium or a 180 power PC if you're going to get a Mac. Now, all computers, like I said, are including modem, so I wouldn't worry about the modem because you're probably going to get a 33.6. They're not going to bundle a 14.4 modem. Get at least a gigabyte or 2 gigabyte hard drive.
Yeah, as long as you buy new, you can't get the wrong modem anymore,
No,
right?
it's included, and it's pretty much it. And get at least 32 megs of RAM, because nowadays with Java and JavaScript and all these browsers, they're gobble so much memory up that the more memory you have, the faster things are going to happen, the more things you're going to be running at the same time.
So, okay, gadget guy. Now let's don't get too technical here, because I know you'd rather have a computer like the one we're giving away for the Calypso thing that I'm going to show in a minute.
That thing is so big and bad. I can't even stand it. It's so cool. I can't believe Luis said get a Pentium.
No, I didn't say get a Pentium. I said if.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. I just can't believe Luis's lips can formulate the word Pentium.
It's very painful.
But you did hear him say PowerPC Macintosh.
That's right. He did throw that out there.
He did hear that.
What I recommend is getting something with this MMX technology, because this will make the little postage stamp size video of the past turn out into full screen video. It'll also do the really cool DVD movies, which some of the new computers have the new DVD players instead of CD-ROMs. Cool. The biggest thing you need to do is set a budget for yourself, because this guy can be absolutely the limit with computers. So set yourself at like $2,000, $3,000, and then build into that computer what you can buy. Now, even some of the modems today are the X2, the 56K modems. So you're not even limited to 33.6 anymore. So just try and stick with MMX technology. Luis hit the nail right on the head when he said lots of RAM. 32 megs of RAM is a minimum standard. And then the 2 gig hard drive, that'll support all your little applications you can download off the internet.
And definitely don't do like I did and go and get a 56K modem and find out your own phone line doesn't support it.
That's right.
Check first.
You know, it's just the most of it. Anyway, I want to show you something real quick. We're going to cue up a tape in the back because we have this promotion going on that we're giving away a mega computer. And everybody asks, what computer do I need to surf the net? We created absolutely the best computer we've ever given away. Now, you need to check this out. Anywhere on a site, if you go to our website, there's a little icon that says Calypso Email. You're going to click on it. It'll tell you all of this. We're going to cue up a tape. I'm going to play it in a minute. But check this out. An AMD K6 200 megahertz MMX computer. Georgia, what that means right now, it's faster than a Pentium. It's really fast.
Wow.
128 megs of memory. Some of the things we're giving away with it is a scanner, so you can do your own web pages, a digital camera, a writable CD-ROM, like you can do your own multimedia and then press your own CD-ROM disc, all in this computer. Let me show you a tape real quick. It's only about 30 seconds long. I want to show you basically how this promotion works because it'll tell you where to go on our site. Just watch this. Let's roll it, guys. How would you like to win a fully loaded 200 megahertz K6 multimedia web development computer? Now that's a good reason to go download the award-winning Calypso email program. So just go here and click this.
Here's a good reason to download the award-winning Calypso email program. Calypso can support unlimited users, each with their own mailbox and accounts. So just go here and click this.
Either way, you win
with the award-winning Calypso email.
Or a chance to win a cool computer.
So just go here
and click this. Do you think that's simple enough? Go here, click this. So let me show you where it's on a website. Let's put up our website real quick. This is nettalklive.com. If you're on TV, you can take a look. You're on radio, surf along. On every page, you will see a link for Calypso email. If you click on it, it will give you instructions for trying out Calypso email. You fill out a brief form, and you'll be registered to win what is the best computer we've ever given away. It's about a $6,000 computer. There are you will get multiple chances to win. Okay, you don't just have one chance because we understand you have several computers at home, laptop, whatever the case may be. You can download them for all, answer a real quick few questions. It's a great piece of software. Try it out, and you may win this mega computer. Anyway, when we come back, we're going to cover a great website. How would you like to take your prayers to heaven digitally? We're going to teach you how to do that. You can take your prayers, use technology of NASA, and send them directly to heaven, super fast at a super speed. Hang tight, call a friend, tell them to tune in, and we'll see you right after this.
Hi. I'm Mike Ducey. Join me Sunday at 10:20 from Dallas Cowboys training camp. It's Sports Sunday. Special look at Michael Irvin's arrival.
We're not the same team without Michael. Michael's one of the great players playing the game today.
He's ready to play football.
Plus, early updates from Cowboys practices. Plus, updates on the Rangers, home run, and the British Open.
What a beautiful shot there.
Sports Sunday, 10:20 from Cowboys training camp. We'll see you then.
How would you like to win a fully loaded 200 megahertz K6 multimedia web development computer? Now that's a good reason to go download the award-winning Calypso email program. So just go here and click this.
Here's a good reason to download the award-winning Calypso email program. Calypso can support unlimited users, each with their own mailbox and accounts. So just go here and click this.
Either way, you win
with the award-winning Calypso email.
Or a chance to win a cool computer.
So just go here
and click this.
On the next heat of the night.
Who is this kid and what is he doing here?
An illegal immigrant in search of his roots.
Maybe you left a little fellow over there without a father.
He's in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I didn't shoot him. He did, the China boy.
And might have to pay.
I think you're saying that the kid is lying
Simply because he's Vietnamese.
For something he never did in the heat of the night.
Monday at 4 on Hot TV 27.
Hi, I'm Norm Hitzges. I'm on 570 KLIF morning 6 to 9, Monday through Friday.
And I'm Kevin McCarthy. I follow Norm's show Monday through Friday, middays 9 to noon on 570 KLIF.
First, we want to thank you for watching and listening to Net Talk Live. Next, we want to ask you to set your radio to 570 KLIF. I'll start tomorrow morning at 6 with Mavericks, Rangers, Stars, Cowboys, whatever in the world of sports you want to talk about.
Then beginning at 9 tomorrow morning, I'll have the inside scoop on the world of politics and entertainment, and all the gossip, too, tomorrow morning right after Norm.
He's especially good at gossip. And you can listen all day at work on your computer. www.audionet.com.
So help us out. Tell a friend. If you like Net Talk Live, we think you'll really like the rest of the radio station, too. So set your button to 570 AM KLIF.
And we'll be talking to you in the morning.
Real Talk Radio, 570 KLIF.
His loyalty has been questioned.
You've been accused of conspiracy.
His trust has been betrayed.
Your accuser is a member of this very legacy house.
The leader of the legacy stands in judgment.
Who trusted you?
Now, the only way to expose the truth,
I know what I've done,
is to confront the demons that haunt them all.
If you are convicted, it will be by the words of those of your own house.
Next time on Poltergeist, The Legacy.
Monday at 7 on Hot TV 27.
Well, you know, everybody out there is like a jumping jack flash. They're jumping on their computer, flashing down those web pages, going down right now and downloading Calypso email so they can win that mega. What is that? Would you call that, Dave? Would you call that the epitome of geek envy if you were actually to win that computer?
I don't know. I think every geek on your block would come ravage your house and take at least one component because every single piece of it is awesome.
That is actually like a super duper computer, and you're going to get a chance to participate in that and do it. Anyway, let's take another quick call. Let's go to line 4. It's Neil tuning in Fort Worth, Texas.
Hey, Neil, welcome to Net Talk Live. What's your question?
Yeah, I was wanting to know about this thing called web TV. Is it? I don't have the space to build a real big computer, and I was wondering if this was worth it.
You know, Georgia, what I explained, web TV, a lot of people may not have heard of the term web TV, or you read about it and didn't know what it was. Let's imagine, Dean, let's get a shot of this for people on TV. Just get a shot of this laptop right here. By the way, folks, this is a laptop that we're giving away, and I'm trying to lean over as I talk this. Let's go ahead and take the shot here. This is the laptop that we're giving away. If you go to our website and you'll click on Win, and it will take you to our laptop giveaway sponsored by Computer Junction. Now, they're our custom computer builder, and in fact, they built the Calypso one for us, okay? And then this is a laptop. It's about a $1,500 Sharp laptop. It's a Pentium 100. Okay?
Right.
And it's a Sharp PC 3030. Now, the reason I'm mentioning this is because if you don't have a computer and you're in our area, you're able to go into any Computer Junction in Fort Worth and in Richardson. I'm going to tell you about that later. You can walk in the store and register. We did this because so many people say, hey, I want to win, but I'm not on the net. But let me show you something. Let's get back to a shot of the laptop here, and I'm going to show you. You see how the size of this thing is when I close it down?
Right.
See how I got it closed down? Dean, let's get a good side shot of that. See how thick that thing is? That's about the size of a web TV. And it's a little device that hooks on top of your TV, kind of like a VCR, and will allow you to surf the net. Luis, a web TV, when they came out, they were about $599, but they're like $299 now, right?
They're very cheap. I don't know if it's $299. Dave, how much are they?
I think they're gonna try and get them down to $250, I think,
yeah,
without a
they're
keyboard.
fairly cheap.
But you can do, Luis, you can surf on these things and get audio and look at web pages, right?
How do you do it if you don't have a keyboard?
You actually, there's a keyboard. There's a wireless keyboard that is an option to this.
Right.
So you can actually do email, send, receive email. You can do web browsing. You can, I think it supports real audio now. And you can listen to real audio over the net. So you can do a lot. You cannot do everything you can do with a full-blown computer, but you can do a lot.
Imagine this, Georgia. It looks like a VCR, hooks to your television. So your television becomes your monitor.
Right.
You initially get a remote control. So it's all done by remote control. And when you have to type, you have to zap the letters.
Right.
If you don't want to zap the letters because that can take a while, you get a wireless keyboard where you can sit on the couch, be a couch potato, munch those Pringles, drink that beer, and surf the net. Right, Dave?
That's right. Georgia, the remote control, when you think about it, when you surf the net, basically you're just aiming your mouse around the screen. Well, the remote control looks like a TV remote control, but it has a little joystick-esque kind of 4-button controller in the middle of it.
Wow.
And one of them is the go button, and then the other 4 buttons are the direction buttons. And some of the stuff that is happening now, a printer option has just come out for these, so you can now print from your TV. What's cool about these is you can sit back, get everybody in the living room, and make the internet kind of a learning access for everyone, so everyone can surf along and have fun.
I think they're great. Yeah, I think they're great for kids because they're $250 or $299, so they're great for your kids, so they don't get on your big system and mess it up. And if you don't have the budget to go buy a PC, it's a good one to get started.
Right.
And there'll always be a market for them, so I think they're really great.
And there's one more bit of news. This is what was keeping me from buying one. You had to go with Web TV's network, use them as your internet service provider. Well, I think in the latest software release where these things automatically update themselves every time you dial into, so they're self-healing, they fix their own problems. But the latest version will also let you use your own internet provider, so you're not stuck with Web TV network anymore as well.
So you can actually surf on your, you would have, it was proprietary, you had to surf.
You had to use their network.
So Dave, I got some good technology. I can't quite top your technology, Dave. Because you're the master of technology.
Thank you.
But I found something that was...
He must want something.
I found something. I'm not buttering him up. I found something that was pretty interesting technology, right?
All right, let's hear it.
Okay. We all know that prayer changes things, right? You all heard prayer changes things, right? So let's say maybe you're having a little problem with your prayers and you think you need to do it a little more technically advanced, right? I found something. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. In fact, it's been talked about in the internet circles quite a bit, but I'm going to show you a website. Okay, let's take a look at this website. It is the official prayer site on the internet. It's called Prayers Heaven Bound.
Be afraid.
And basically,
Be very afraid.
basically what happens is you're able to type your prayers and use the same technology that NASA uses to broadcast signals to outer space and to the heavens, or communicate worldwide, and it will actually digitally send your prayers to heaven.
You're never gonna hear the end of this one, Jovan.
Help me out, brothers. Let me put your hand on the screen tonight. Can you feel the power of prayer rising up through your legs, up through your keyboard, fingers onto the computer, and out into outer space?
Dave, you're
Small
scary.
Really
Can you feel that?
Dave.
I'm speechless.
Can you? I was absolutely surprised to find this site.
Does he hear them better that way if you type them in?
I have no idea. But evidently, this is promoted as a legit site. It is at least worth looking at. But I think it's pretty interesting where technology meets religion.
I actually did it on the top of one of the World Trade Centers. They have a thing where a little kiosk where you can enter in your message to the stars, and then they beam it up with a light show. But I'm gonna have to check out this website.
What was your message? I'd like to know what your message was.
If only you knew.
He was praying.
I was telling Will Smith to stay away from you.
See, what I want to know is, Jovan, what were you searching for that you came across this site?
Holy salvation.
What were your keywords?
As I said, prayer changes things. We all should check into that because it can happen. When we come back, we've got some entertainment sites we're going to show you. We're going to take you to a wacky site on the web coming up. It's the wackiest site on the web. Are you a polyester nut? How about a fan of 70s TD? We're going to take you to polyester.com or hiphuggers.com, all when Net Talk Live returns.
Amazing people, incredible events on real TV. Why not quit while you're ahead? It's his second jump off the Golden Gate Bridge, but this leap leaves him hanging over 300 feet above waiting police. Then maybe it's time to throw in a towel. This boxer's mom is tired of the licking her boy's taking, so she steps in the ring. Plus, half court, one shot. He makes it. If it's caught on tape, it's on real TV.
Monday at 6:30 on Hot TV 27.
We could brag about having Dallas's first helicopter power cam or having the most experienced helicopter news team. But when it comes to the Sky 4 power cam, pictures speak louder than words.
This is Scott Wallace reporting live from Sky 4. Texas DPS coming out with guns drawn. That's a live picture from Sky 4.
Don't you agree?
It's turned over and the truck just crashed.
When news breaks, nobody gets you closer than the Sky 4 power cam. Nobody.
If you have this on your current web browser, and if you want to fully experience all the internet has to offer,
And have the full power of sound, motion, and color of the World Wide Web.
then there is only one thing you should do. This.
Microsoft's Internet Explorer makes surfing the net, news groups, and email fun and easy.
Even for us newbies.
Internet Explorer has all the cool tools and features, and best of all,
it's absolutely free.
Get smart. Download Internet Explorer now.
On the next Baywatch Nights,
every culture has one.
something is down there.
A legendary creature which is the embodiment of all that is evil.
Turning a diving exploration
What was that?
into a deadly encounter.
Something just attacked Griff.
Who will survive the terror of the deep?
We can't go out the way we came in. Whatever's down here is not going to let us.
On the next Nights. Baywatch Nights.
Monday at 8 on Hot TV 27.
He always said what he learned at the Red Cross would come in handy someday. We didn't know someday would be this morning. When we needed him, he knew what to do. You can call him a loving father, a devoted husband. We just call him a hero.
To keep your family safer, contact your local American Red Cross about first aid training, water safety, and disaster preparedness information. We don't make anyone a hero. We only show them how.
Remember 1974? On Friday nights, you were probably watching
This is Jim Rockford. At the tone, leave your name and message. I'll get back to you.
The Rockford Files, with good old-fashioned fist fights, fast gas-guzzling cars, and even pay toilets. Well, the 70s may be over, but Rocky, Dennis, and Jim rock on.
Give me a dime. I'm going to crack you open like a piggy bank.
The Rockford Files are still hot. Weeknights at 11:30 on Hot TV 27.
Live from Dallas, Texas, broadcast worldwide. It's the world's first interactive triple cast. Watch on Hot TV KDFI Channel 27, the live broadcast from the studios of 570 KLIF Radio and sent worldwide via AudioNet. It's Net Talk Live with your co-host, Laura Lewis. Gadget Guy, Dave Mathews. Webhead, Mark Markham. And your tour guide to the internet and host of Net Talk, Jovan. Net Talk Live is brought to you by Microsoft, developers of the world's leading computer software, including the internet's smartest web browser, Internet Explorer. Get smart. Download your free copy of Internet Explorer now. Communication Expo, your one-stop low-price communication superstore. Communication Expo, the first 20,000 square foot communication superstore. Visit us in North Dallas at Beltline and the Toll Road. Sponsored in part by cityview.com, your local information and entertainment source. Visit us on the World Wide Web at cityview.com. Follow along with the broadcast of Net Talk Live by going to our homepage at www.nettalklive.com. To send email during the show, address it to nettalk@nettalklive.com. So boot up your computer, grab your mouse, and join in the fun, learning about the internet and the World Wide Web.
You know, I really loved the Pretenders. Ever since a long time ago, I really just loved the Pretenders. Chrissy Hines and the Pretenders and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's a new song from, isn't it? Middle of the Information Highway.
Pretenders don't have any new songs. All right.
That's right.
That's been updated for the Information Highway. It used to be middle of the road.
Georgia, since you're Miss Flava TV, are you like a music snob?
No, I am not a music snob.
She's a music hole.
I am not a music hole. No, I am not.
Because you looked at me when I said I liked the Pretenders. You just went.
No, I was looking at the way you were dancing, because that was what was scaring me.
Just because I have no rhythm.
That is what it was.
Flava Jovan.
Yeah. Can we use you on the show? Not ever.
Hey, don't put the camera on me. I can't dance. We all know I can't dance.
Okay, well, we'll stop that. Anyway, I'm pointing something out on our webpage. If you just joined us, we're giving away 2 computers. We're giving away a laptop from Sharp. It's a laptop PC 3030 from Sharp Computers. It's a Pentium laptop, compliments of Computer Junction. They're in Richardson, Texas, and in Fort Worth, Texas. And if you're not on the internet, you can actually go into their store and you can sign up in the store and you might win a laptop. And also, we're giving away a big mega system So if you want this laptop, just go to our website and click on Win. It'll take you to that entry form where it says, I want to win a laptop. And if you want the big mega system, just go to where it says Calypso Email, click on it all over the site, and you might have one of the niftiest, fastest, super duper. Your friends are going to be coming over to your house and begging you to play on this machine if you win it. So it's all on our site. Just go to Calypso Email or go to where it says Win. Anyway, let's go to our next call. Let's go to Linda. She is dialing in from Newberry Spring. This is in California on KTSK.
What's up, Linda? Welcome to Net Talk Live. Thanks for calling. What's your question?
Hi. You have a great show. I really enjoy watching you.
Thank you.
This is kind of a follow-on question to a caller you had a few minutes ago. I also plan on buying a computer in the next few months to plug into the internet and do some word processing and stuff. But I live in a rural part of the Mojave Desert. In other words, we have well water, septic tanks, and no cable TV, etc.
Okay.
So I kind of want to prepare on the front end. What questions should I be asking my phone company as to what they can support, for my computer? And how do I find an ISP if I'm not hooked up to the internet already?
Linda, that's a good question. Dave, can you break out the formula for turning sand into a conduit to where you can send signals and surf the web?
That's awesome. I think it's totally cool that we're in the desert. That's awesome.
I know.
So next time I'm out Baja racing or something.
So, Linda, what's the nearest large city you're around, Linda?
Well, between L.A. and Las Vegas.
L.A. and Las Vegas. That's
good
not
to me.
not too bad. That's two good cities to be in. So, Dave, that's a good question. Or Luis, either one of you have it. If she's not on the net, Linda, you got any friends on the net there?
Not actually, no.
Oh, that's right. No friends. You're in the middle of the desert.
How do you borrow a cup of sugar or milk or what? How do you do that?
You drive.
She drives to Los Angeles.
Right. The first thing I do would check with your phone company, because a lot of the phone companies now in the major cities are offering internet access. That's not to say that the smaller phone companies out in the sticks or the desert, if you will, not to say that they're not
Dave,
offering internet access.
Wait a minute here. You have to be educated, Dave. Sand, no trees, no sticks.
But
Got it?
I'm a Midwest boy. I'm used to sticks. So.
Okay.
Okay. The Scorpions internet service, maybe. How do they? We're going to pull up here the list.com.
It's on my computer.
Okay, Luis has it here.
There you go.
And,
so, Linda, let's see if we can. We'll do it for you online. How's that?
Oh, great.
Okay, Linda, what's your zip code?
92365.
92365. Let's do this here. We're doing it on live. Says, sorry.
By state
says,
or by
sorry,
province?
you're too far out. No.
Now, let's see. I'm doing by state or province. So
California.
California.
And it didn't do it by zip code?
I click on Alabama.
Area code.
No, that was Bob. That was. Did you catch that? The guy that called in from Alabama was actually tuning in on WBOB. W Bob.
You lie. Was it WBOB?
So I'm saying the WBOP. So Linda's tuning in on WDUST. W Dust.
I am getting a huge list, and it's alphabetically listed. So we have FirstNet.
What's your area code too? We need your area code.
You know what we're gonna do for you, Linda? We've got get your area code real quick. What is it?
760.
And your home phone number? No, I'm joking. Anyway, 760. Linda, you keep watching. We're gonna surf live. I'm gonna go on and move the second. We're gonna surf, and we're gonna give you who to call that comes up in your area closest to you. But take Dave's recommendation and call the phone company. Okay, Linda?
Right, yeah, I did that, and to have a guy run another line for a second telephone line to support a fax machine or whatever for future plans, and he said everything would be fine. But then I heard on your program that the phone companies sometimes can't support the modem capacity, so I was wondering what specific questions I should ask.
Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do. All they can do is install the line, and then you can test it, and then complain, and then complain. No, seriously.
My life. Okay.
Yeah, right. And here's something else that you can do. Try making calls on both phone lines, because I've seen if you have two lines at the house, one line can have better quality than the second line. So that's something to do as well. But next time you talk to them about getting that second phone line installed, see if they offer internet access as well. The important thing you want to make sure is that you're not paying a long-distance charge, because that per minute charge will make your bill skyrocket. So you want to make sure it's a local call.
Great.
That's the main thing to check out. We're going to surf, so stay tuned, Linda. We're going to give you something in your area. And I know, Georgia, you've got... Is this called The Skinny? What are these websites you're going to talk about? We're going to talk about them in the next segment, but I want to kind of give everybody kind of a tease.
We're going to talk about some spicy stuff, the Spicy Girls.
They're hot, aren't they?
They are so hot.
They are pretty amazing.
They are so, they're doing everything. I'm so jealous. like, why couldn't that be me? Because I can't sing or dance, and neither can they.
So let me see. She's jealous of the Spice Girls. She's upset because Will Smith is marrying Jada Pinkett.
Yeah.
You don't like the Pretenders. You're a music snob.
I never said that. I said you couldn't dance. See how you turned it around? I didn't say anything about the Pretenders.
That's my job.
And he does it so well.
So we're going to cover the Spice Girls.
And we're going to talk about Martin Lawrence's new movie, Nothing to Lose.
Oh, that's right, with Tim Robbins.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
Have you seen it?
Mm-hmm, it's funny.
I've heard a lot of good things about it. Tim Robbins, Martin Lawrence.
But Martin Lawrence has got some stuff going on. Yeah.
He's like a wild man.
Yes, he is.
He's like in L.A. traffic brandishing a gun.
He's got some stuff going on, so we're going to talk about that too.
So he was like...
He needs to try that prayer line thing.
He does. You think he's got a net connection? You know who I heard that Will Smith is a big net buff.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Maybe we could get him on chat with you.
You think so? I'm going to try it.
What do you think?
I'm going to try that.
Wait, you got to go on.
She woke
not
up.
married yet, okay?
Jovan,
Yet,
look at Georgia now. She woke up.
She did. She did wake up over that one,
Jada's
didn't
the
she?
luckiest woman in the world.
Well, you know how that goes. You know, hey, it happens.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, let's go to a next call. Let's go to line 2. It's Douglas in Dallas, Texas.
Hey, Douglas, welcome to Net Talk Live. What's your question?
Hi, thanks. First of all, Jovan, you can dance, and I expect to see you at Lasers in Deep Ellum.
Why, thank you.
No one goes to lasers.
What's up?
Hey, I've been on the net for like 9 years, and I think it's like...
Stop.
Please
stop.
That's it. You're supposed to go, Jojo.
The Cabbage Patch. That was about 7 years ago. Not going to do it.
Hey, I watch Ricky Lake. They still do that stuff.
On her show, yes.
Oh.
Douglas, how are you, my friend?
You there?
Gadget.
We're going to leave to go to lasers real quick. So if you just...
My question is, like I said, I've been on the net for like 9 years now, and I think it's time for me to move up to my next level connectivity. Now, my question is, using cost as a factor, would it be better to go with a dial-up 64K ISDN, or should I just go ahead and buy like one of those new 56K modems and use it instead?
You know, that's a good question. There's a lot of choices when it comes to speed. And Douglas is asking, should he do 64K, which is ISDN? We're going to tell you what that is when we come back. Or should he buy a 56K modem, which 56K is 4 less than 60, and that's 64, so it's 8 different. You see how it works?
You're so good.
Anyway, when we come back, we've got some websites. We're going to tell you what ISDN is. Hey, go call a friend. Tell them to tune in. We'll be right back.
Next on Springer, Bill's girlfriend is full of surprises.
I've been seeing somebody else.
Do what?
It's a friend of yours.
Friend?
I have another lover.
Bill learns the truth about his girlfriend. Plus, her husband's been cheating. Now, it's gonna cost him.
I've hired an attorney, and he's here, and he has the papers.
Will his cheating cost him his wife? Next, Jerry Springer.
Monday at 9 on Hot TV 27.
When severe weather strikes,
Severe warning from Parker.
be forewarned.
Yeah, that's the one that they're watching right now. Most intense unless you go further south. Yeah. No warnings for Denton County at the present time. It's just going to be a rough afternoon. Come to me after the open.
When you need to know.
This is golf ball size hail, wind gust at 70. 2 good-sized cells in the Stephenville at this point.
The forewarned weather team.
So is a chance for tornadic activity. Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Tim Helen, the Fox 4 Weather Center.
Nobody keeps you safer.
I used to use Netscape. I now use Microsoft Internet Explorer.
I used to use Netscape, and I now use Microsoft Internet Explorer.
I switched to Internet Explorer because we put it to the test, and Internet Explorer is the better browser.
I switched to Internet Explorer because it's easier to use, has everything the other browser has, and it's free.
Absolutely free.
Is it all time for you to switch?
It's easy.
Just go to this website
and click on this logo, and your computer does the rest.
Get smart. Get Internet Explorer.
Download it now. It's free.
To buzz.
If you could change anything about yourself, what would it be?
And get new teeth. Or not to buzz.
So don't you buzz!
That is the question.
What's the biggest lie you ever told a guy?
I'm going out with my friend. Hi, I'm Andy Wood, host of Buzz, the game where fast-talking, quick-thinking singles get the date of their dream. So make a date with Buzz.
Weeknights at 11 on Hot TV 27.
I love San Francisco and spent lots of time working in the community. But with my trade to Cleveland, I have a whole new city where I can become involved. No matter where you live, you'll get great satisfaction if you help make your neighborhood better. Organizations can help you take back the streets from drug dealers, cover up graffiti, and start recycling programs. Make your neighborhood a better place to live.
Violent. Don't play that game.
On the next FX.
I'm not the man you want to kill.
An arms dealer is impersonating Raleigh.
I want a piece of this guy.
To steal a top secret weapon. Now it's a game of hide and seek. In search of a deadly twin.
Lubar's pattern is to kill whoever he's impersonating. Let's go!
Kevin Dobson and Cameron Dotto star on the next FX The Series.
Tuesday at 7 on Hot TV 27.
What a crew. There's all the people behind the scenes that really kind of make this thing go around. It's really them that gets this show on the air. You should be thanking them for what we do here because they make it happen. It's Brandon and Jeff and Laura and Danny and Steve-O and everybody else out there that makes this show go around. And guys, we love you. Thanks a lot for making all this work for us and making us look good when we do this, right?
They make us look good?
Well, they make me look good.
Ah.
It's better to look good than to feel good. Do you know what I'm saying?
What is wrong with you?
Do you know what I'm saying?
It's that mustard-colored shirt.
It's bright
Would you
yellow.
like to parte una little
It looks
pecan
green
pie?
on TV. This is cool.
What was that, Luis?
I said, would you like to parte una little pecan pie? Never
Yes,
mind.
when Harry met Sally line, please. Woo! Okay, for the more educated group.
Thank you, Dave.
You did not know that Luis had a bit part when Harry met Sally.
You know, Jovan, I think people are watching our show tonight with sunglasses because of Dave.
Yeah.
Because he's so bright.
Turn off all your lights in your house.
I know, people in chat are going, what is that?
It's that mustard.
Too bright in here.
It's that mustard-colored shirt thing that he's
Mustard?
got going on.
It's bright yellow.
I don't know what it is. Anyway, let's go back. Let's go back to Douglas. Douglas, you there, my friend?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you want to know that 64K, should you go 64K ISDN?
Dial-up, right.
Okay.
Dial-up 64K ISDN.
Okay, or 56K modem.
Right.
Okay, Dave, this is yours, man. This is in the technical connectivity area.
Connectivity? Okay. This is your dilemma. With ISDN, you will always get 64K all day long. Day, night, snow, sleet, hail, snails.
We get the point.
Always get 64K. However, you're going to have to spend a little more per month in an ISDN connection. And here around the Dallas area, whether you use Bell or GTE, it'll be anywhere from $55 to $60 per month for that.
On top of your ISP charges.
That's right.
Okay? It's a double charge. Your ISP and the phone company.
Right.
Okay.
That's the bad news. You got to spend that extra money. The good news is you get 2 lines with ISPs, so basically you get a free second number. And the other bit of good news is that most ISPs today, or most internet service providers, don't charge extra for this 64K ISDN connection. The reason why is they also need this ISDN style of connection to support the people that use 56K. So you can get an ISDN or 56K dial-in account anywhere from $19.95 to $24.95 per month. But you're going to have that extra almost $60 per month for that new telephone line coming in the house. I'd say go for it. I use it. I love it. I wouldn't leave home without it.
I know. And the other advantage is that you can actually send data at 64 kilobits per second, where on 56K modem, you can only get it that fast.
Very good.
But you only send it at 28.8 or 33.6.
That's true. Remember that? The X2 modems they have a slower upstream rate. They only do 33.6
Exactly.
or 28
It's only one
upstream.
way.
So if you're going to, Georgia, what it means is if you're looking at a page, downloading something, it's that fast on the modem. If you're sending it back,
it's going to take a little bit longer.
It's going to take longer.
Okay.
Guess what? We got a special guest on the line.
Ah.
Calling all the way from a resort destination worldwide, it's Laura Lewis.
Hey, Laura.
Oh, you guys are cracking me up.
So what's it like to kind of be out there and you're not sitting here with us? Don't you miss us?
Well, yeah, I miss you, but I sure do love getting my massages.
So did you get like your whole body waxed, or what do they do there?
Seaweed wraps and massages, you name it. I'll tell you all about it.
Bring some seaweed back for me, Laura.
What, Dave?
Bring me some seaweed back.
Oh, okay. I'll sure do that for you. And Jovan, stop dancing.
Oh. Thank you. Finally, someone who will tell the truth.
No, actually, Jovan's a very good dancer.
See, I told you. You know what, Georgia?
I told you, you know.
Georgia insulted me during the break about my dancing.
I did. It was not an insult.
Georgia's a mean girl.
I said that he dances good for a white guy. I mean, I think you've got rhythm.
He does have rhythm.
And that's all you need.
He does. Very good.
Blowing kisses.
Come on. Anyway, listen, since I'm on vacation, but I still got to show like maybe one website. I made a little bit of effort to contribute, and I wrote a little article, by the way, if you want to check it out on the website, about how to find your own hot sites. People should go there. But look at this right here. This is actually, folks, a really exciting thing. Medline, it's medical information which really you couldn't have access to the general public unless you really went through like libraries and got permission and paid lots of money. But now you can go on the internet and punch in something that you want to do research on. Let's say something very obscure or something so simple like sunburn. And I think I had you guys there load in the word sunburn. And what it will show here is I'll just punch in a simple term, and then you go ahead and do a search on it. And it'll illustrate and show all these actual research articles, and they're from all over the world. And what this means is, to folks that might not be familiar with research articles, is, all the information in the papers and magazines you read about health information, that kind of thing, as well as information that your physician might get, directly comes from research done from folks around the world. This way you can get it firsthand. These are all articles that talk about, real exciting things about photoreceptive things having to do with sunburn, that kind of thing, but also just real simple articles. If you want to know more about a specific subject, specifically health-related, this is it, Jovan. I mean, I had somebody email me recently, needed some help finding some medical information, and I said, go for this site. It's really going to help you.
It's a great site. Hang tight. We're going to stay back with Laura, bring her back into the next segment. Check out the site. Go call a friend. Tell them to tune in. We've got more coming up. We'll tell you about the free computers. Be right back.
What you wear tells others just what kind of
On the next heat of the night,
Who is this kid and what is he doing here?
an illegal immigrant in search of his roots
Maybe you left a little fellow over there without a father.
is in the wrong place at the wrong time
I didn't shoot him. He did, the China boy.
and might have to pay.
I think you're saying that the kid is lying simply because he's Vietnamese.
For something he never did in the heat of the night.
Monday at 4 on Hot TV 27.
We could brag about having Dallas's first helicopter power cam or having the most experienced helicopter news team. But when it comes to the Sky 4 power cam, pictures speak louder than words.
This is Scott Wallace reporting live from Sky 4. Texas DPS coming out with guns drawn. That's a live picture from Sky 4.
Don't you agree?
It's turned over and the truck just crashed.
When news breaks, nobody gets you closer than the Sky 4 power cam. Nobody.
Email is the #1 reason people use the internet. But are you using the best email program available? Find out why everyone on the net is raving about Calypso Email. Calypso Email is the best email program available. Now that's a good reason to go download the award-winning Calypso Email program. So just go to nettalklive.com and click on this icon and try Calypso Email for yourself. When you download Calypso Email for free, you'll be entered for a chance to win the NetTalk Live NetHead Dream Computer. So just go here, click on this, and do it now.
It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from in the Army National Guard. If you want to serve your country, if you can spend 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year of intense training to be ready when your community needs you, then call 1-800-GO-GUARD and become part of a team that will help you achieve everything you can.
His loyalty has been questioned.
You've been accused of conspiracy.
His trust has been betrayed.
Your accuser is a member of this very legacy house.
The leader of the legacy stands in judgment.
Who's trusted you?
Now, the only way to expose the truth,
I know what I've done,
is to confront the demons that haunt them all.
If you are convicted, it will be by the words of those of your own house.
Next time on Poltergeist, The Legacy.
Monday at 7 on Hot TV 27.
Amazing people, incredible events on real TV. Why not quit while you're ahead? It's his second jump off the Golden Gate Bridge, but this leap leaves him hanging over 300 feet above waiting police. Then maybe it's time to throw in the towel. This boxer's mom is tired of the licking her boys taking, so she steps in the ring. Plus, half court, one shot. He makes it. If it's caught on tape, it's on real TV.
Monday at 6:30 on Hot TV 27.
Special music
Well,
for
it's
Laura.
10:56 Central Standard Time. Do you know where your kids are? Well, if they're smart, they're surfing on the computer and learning this stuff because it's the wave of the future. The internet is here anyway. We were talking with Laura. We got Laura popped up back on the hotline again. So, Laura, you were telling us about, this is called, is it called MedSite? What's it called again?
Well, it's actually called PubMed. It's the National Library of Medicine online. It's super helpful site, Jovan, for people that need answers and really aren't getting it in the places they're asking for medical conditions. It's really, really fun.
And you can you look at any topic in this site? Like if I wanted to find out about toe fungus, could I find it in this site, you think?
Funny you should say that wearing those sandals today.
That is disgusting. Yes, I'm sure you could, Jovan. But anyway, you know, it's a really good site, and I really recommend for folks to check it out. And if they know somebody that needs more information, they could also send them to the site. It's really wonderful. I think it's a great help to folks out there.
And if you go to it, and your article this week online is about what, real quick?
How to find your own hot sites. And I give people tips and clues on how I go out and find these sites, and I think it's rather informative, I might say so myself.
Laura, you can't see this, but we actually have a toe fungus cam.
You want to hide those toes?
You guys are terrible.
We miss you, Laura.
We sure do.
Too much.
Y'all have fun. I'm going to go now.
We miss you. Take care, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Okay, thanks.
Bye. Anyway, let's take a quick call real quick. Let's go to line 4. It's Joe calling from Dallas, Texas. Hey, Joe, what's up?
Hey, Joe.
I've got a quick question, really. I currently use AOL, so I use their browser. So my question is, how can I go about replacing the AOL browser with the IE browser? Or can I download IE browser and use both browsers?
You know, that's a good question. AOL, Georgia has its own private browser, and he wants to use Internet Explorer, which you can do on our site by going anywhere and clicking on the blue E. So, Dave, tell us how this works.
Joe, you could not have been more timely with that question. If you go to our Net Talk Live homepage, and I have it up here on my screen, click on my face, and for my article this week, I talk about how to do this. Basically, what you need to do, you have to have Windows 95. If you have Windows 95, do keyword get 95. And this article that I wrote this week talks all about how to do this. After you keyword get 95, you can download the new browser, and this has a built-in Internet Explorer 3.0. It's kind of changed a little bit. It's in burrito, if you will. But from there, you can...
It's in burrito.
Yeah, I spent some time in Tijuana over the weekend.
He goes to Tijuana. He thinks he knows Spanish.
What is that?
In burrito?
I saw actually a stuffed chihuahua that I'll have to talk about later.
You did not.
That takes my stuffed piranha over the limit. But anyway, read my article, do keyword get 95, and as long as you have Windows 95 version of AOL 3.0, then you can use all the NetTalk browser or any other internet telephony program, anything you want. So follow the article instructions. It's real easy.
And this will actually speed up his browsing. Isn't that one of the side benefits of doing this?
Not only that, it'll support the new Java. It means now if you're on AOL, you can now do IRC, which is the internet-based chat, the chat that we do every week during the show. So getting the 95 upgrade is going to open up a whole new world for your computer.
And this is something that also it's built into the Mac AOL. If you have a Mac, just go to Preferences, click on AOL link, and click on the configure button. It's going to configure your AOL software to be used as an ISP, and then you can use any browser and any IRC client.
And that's for the Macintosh.
Well, when we come back, we're headed into the second hour. We're going to tell you more about the giveaways we're giving. We have some angel chat coming up. You love angels? Angels an important part of your life? We got some angel chat coming up. Go call a friend, tell them to tune in. We'll be right back. We appreciate you tuning in right after this.
Amazing people, incredible events on real TV. Why not quit while you're ahead? It's his second jump off the Golden Gate Bridge, but this leap leaves him hanging over 300 feet above waiting police. Then maybe it's time to throw in a towel. This boxer's mom is tired of the licking her boy's taken, so she steps in the ring. Plus, half court, one shot. He makes it. If it's caught on tape, it's on real TV.
Monday at 6:30 on Hot TV 27.
We could brag about having Dallas's first helicopter power cam or having the most experienced helicopter news team. But when it comes to the Sky 4 power cam, pictures speak louder than words.
This is Scott Wallace reporting live from Sky 4. Texas DPS coming out with guns drawn. That's a live picture from Sky 4.
Don't you agree?
It's turned over and the truck just crashed.
When news breaks, nobody gets you closer than the Sky 4 power cam. Nobody.
on the next Baywatch Nights.
Every culture has one.
Something is down there,
A legendary creature which is the embodiment of all that is evil.
turning a diving exploration
What was that?
into a deadly encounter.
Something just attacked Griff.
Who will survive the terror of the deep
We can't go out the way we came in. Whatever's down here is not going to let us.
on the next Nights? Baywatch Nights.
Monday at 8 on Hot TV 27.
People who devote their lives to justice and helping others. That's the stuff real heroes are made of. Sojourner Truth was the first African-American woman to become a famous speaker in the abolitionist movement. When students tell her story, they're amazed someone who couldn't read or write accomplished so much.
I met Abraham Lincoln, and I told him, I never heard of you before you ran for president. And he said, Sojourner, I've heard of you.
Her sincerity and determination made her famous.
Remember 1974? On Friday nights, you were probably watching
This is Jim Rockford. At the tone, leave your name and message. I'll get back to you.
The Rockford Files, with good old-fashioned fist fights, fast gas-guzzling cars, and even pay toilets. Well, the 70s may be over, but Rocky, Dennis, and Jim rock on.
Give me a dime. I'm going to crack you open like a piggy bank.
The Rockford Files are still hot, weeknights at 11:30 on Hot TV 27.
Live from Dallas, Texas, broadcast worldwide, it's the world's first interactive triple cast. Watch on Hot TV KDFI Channel 27, the live broadcast from the studios of 570 KLIF Radio, and sent worldwide via AudioNet. It's Net Talk Live, with your co-host, Laura Lewis. Gadget Guy, Dave Mathews. Webhead, Mark Markham. And your tour guide to the internet and host of Net Talk, Jovan. Net Talk Live is brought to you by Microsoft, developers of the world's leading computer software, including the internet's smartest web browser, Internet Explorer. Get smart. Download your free copy of Internet Explorer now. Communication Expo, your one-stop low-price communication superstore. Communication Expo, the first 20,000 square foot communication superstore. Visit us in North Dallas at Beltline and the Toll Road. Sponsored in part by cityview.com, your local information and entertainment source. Visit us on the World Wide Web at cityview.com. Follow along with the broadcast of Net Talk Live by going to our homepage at www.nettalklive.com. To send email during the show, address it to nettalk@nettalklive.com. So boot up your computer, grab your mouse, and join in the fun, learning about the internet and the World Wide Web.
Is that a raccoon in the control room? Look up there. Is that a raccoon? I see a hat. I see a TP on the hat. No, that's Pete. What is this? Look up there. Oh, come on. You took it off the camera. I wanted to see that. What was that? Kind of like a... No, no, no. Raise that head up there. Raise that head up there. That is a raccoon in the control room. That's what you call a sunburn. Anyway, we're back here in the second hour of Net Talk Live, teaching you everything you need to know about the internet and the World Wide Web. Let me give you the numbers you need to know to call in and participate in the show. The numbers to dial if you're in the state of Texas are 214-787-1570 or 800-583-1570. If you're outside the state of Texas, you can send us email to nettalk@nettalklive.com, and you can follow along on our website at www.nettalklive.com. Make sure you check out two things this show, because we're giving away a mega computer. If you've just joined us, we are giving away a K6. This is an AMD K6, 200 MMX computer with 128 megs. I mean, a readable, writable CD-ROM. You can publish your own CD-ROMs. A flatbed scanner, Georgia. This is like the, and we show a laptop instead. This is like, this is like the Cajonte of all machines. We're also giving away that laptop he just showed. We're also doing a laptop giveaway, which you can find under the win button anywhere on our site. You can find and enter for that, so you need to do it. And then the Calypso email. I want to show you something real quick. We're going to take calls and stuff, but I want to show you something, because if you've just tuned us, you need to know how this promotion works to win this big mega computer. And it's from Calypso Email, which is a great email program we want you to try out. And it can be worth this big computer. I want to cue up a tape here, and I want you to watch, because it's the easiest way to do it, and we can do it in about 30 seconds because it's that tight, and we can kind of tell you what you need to do to participate in the computer giveaway. So let's go ahead, guys. Let's roll the tape.
Serious about the net, then you need Calypso Email, the best email program available. Why? How about 12 reasons? Award-winning, multiple users, multiple accounts, filtered mail, multiple signatures, autoresponder. Cool. User-friendly. Did I say award-winning yet? Message preview, bulk mail, return receipt, spell checker. So go to nettalklive.com, click this icon, and try Calypso Email for yourself. And maybe you'll win a free computer.
So, Dave, I got a question for you, Dave.
Yes.
How did they get you to spit those words out onto the screen?
That was so cool. Remember on what was it, the public children's broadcast, the Sesame Street?
Yeah.
That's right, you were a Sesame Street kid.
I used to do that. Right when I did Sherbert, the puppet on Sesame Street too.
Anyway, folks, check it out on our website. Just go to nettalklive.com and check it out on our website and click on the Calypso email, and you can see how you can win this big computer. But it's an AMD K6, 200 megahertz, 512 cache. Okay, that means it can store a lot of sites. 128 megs of memory, a mini tower case, 4 gig drive, 24x CD-ROM, a 2 meg PCI video card. It's got I guess it's Office 97's on it. A 56K modem comes with it, a flatbed scanner, a digital camera. I mean, this is the computer to have, and it's custom built.
Would be worth like tons of money. Wow.
$6,000 for this computer, and then the laptop we're giving away from Computer Junction in Richardson is $1,500. And I would tell you, all the folks just tuning in, I want to show you some addresses real quick. This is real important that you need to know this, because we're giving away this laptop, and we get a lot of questions about, hey, I want to win when you give these computers away, but I'm not on the net, so I can't sign up for these things. Well, we did something with Computer Junction. They have a store in Richardson, Texas, and they have a store in Fort Worth, Texas. But if you're in Fort Worth, you can go to 3008 Altamir Boulevard, and you can register there to win. Or if you're in Richardson, which is the greater Dallas area, to 1730 North Greenville. That's just right off of Campbell and Central Expressway. Walk into the store in Computer Junction and sign up. Then you can get a computer and you can follow along with the show.
There you have it.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Sounds
Anyway,
good.
let's take another call. Let's go to line 1. It's Mike calling in Dallas, Texas.
Hey, Mike, what's your question?
Yeah, good afternoon or good evening, Georgia.
Hey.
Question, hops. I downloaded a program that David recommended at NetMedic, and it started talking about hops when I was looking at it. Well, I found another one for you, Dave, and that is NetLab. Try it.
Okay, I'll check that out. Cool. Netlab.com, I guess?
Good site. But they're talking about hops. Why do we have so many hops to get to one location? You got 14 hops just to get to you, and I live in North Dallas.
Okay.
Isn't that what they make beer with?
Yeah.
Well, right. Well, normally right around Easter time, I'd talk about the Easter Bunny. But since we got that call, remember Jovan from Austin, the dude who wanted to monitor like his beer consumption, like over the net.
Right.
So hops and barley are combined to make alcohol. And basically, what the internet.
Dave.
All right, I'm not gonna drag this out any longer. Basically, a hop is a connection through a router, and a router is your traffic cop on the net. So if you think about it, your modem's a hop. Jovan's forehead's a big hop right now.
I can sell real estate on this forehead. I should be proud of it.
Maybe you should.
I'll try and slow down.
Okay.
Hops from NetMedic. If you want this NetMedic program, go to vitalsigns.com and download it. It is cool. And a hop is every device that touches your little bits of information as it goes from your computer to our computer. So it can be your modem. It can be the modem on the other end of the connection. You know, you need 2 modems to talk to each other. Then it's the internet provider's router, which is their traffic cop. And then you've got who knows how many routers between your internet provider and our site where we house our data. So hops could have the potential to slow you down. However, the internet provider we use, OnRamp, they have very, very fast connections to the world, and they will not slow you down at the hop level.
But you don't even recognize these hops, right, David? I mean, it's just like I don't know if is it called a nanosecond? What's it called? Because I know between
it's milli, actually,
between downtown Dallas and the big computer manufacturer and semiconductor manufacturers right here in Dallas, Texas Instruments, it's like 17 different hops, and it goes all around the country and then comes back to Dallas.
Right.
Why is that?
Well, it depends on who they buy internet traffic from. What the different internet sellers or the people that handle the backbone of the net, they have what's called peering points. And those peering points are basically rooms where Luis, Jovan, you and I would all be in a room together somewhere, maybe in Washington, D.C., and each of us are a different internet company, and that's where we transmit our packets amongst one another. So normally we're our own little entities, our own little parts of the internet. Well, at this peering point, which could be 10 hops away, we then exchange data rather than exchange data right in Dallas. So these peering points are only spread out so far around the U.S.
A good analogy, Jovan, is a web. So we're in the World Wide Web, and a web, from one point of the web to another, there's many routes that you can take. So this is what hops are. Every jump you make to hop into another line to go to another place so you can get to your destination. And many hops do not necessarily mean a slow connection. That's a fallacy.
Okay,
they're pretty fast.
But you can't do anything about it. I mean, you cannot change whether you were going to our site from California, like our Linda from California, and you're going through 100 hops, or you're next door and you go through 50 hops.
You can't change it, but it could change. That's what's dynamic about the internet. As segments die or segments get congested, you're like Louis said, that's a great analogy, the web. It can take another little path around the web. So it changes for you dynamically.
By the way, Luis, did we ever find anything in California or whatever? I think it was Linda that gave us a call.
I found 10 through the list.com, and you can go to thelist.com, click on the area code, and type 706. It's going to take you to a web page that has at least, I think it's 10 providers in your area.
So basically what's going to have to happen is she needs to go into like a local cyber cafe or something and go to thelist.com, type in her state and her area code. It'll give her all the companies that provide access in her area, but also check out the phone companies.
And it has information on what modem to support, their phone number, their website. It has all the information you need.
Oh, that's great.
Well, let's go to our next call. Let's go to line 2. It's Brian tuning in Cleburne, Texas.
Hey, Brian, what's that?
How you doing, Georgia?
I'm good.
All right. Hey, Jovan.
I like the way you said they say, how you doing, Georgia?
Oh,
and then he goes, hey, Jovan.
And then he goes, hey, Jovan.
I know, hey.
Well, that's okay. I got a quick question.
Sure.
For someone that's just got into making some web pages and things.
Right.
It's not much, but I was kind of curious as to how I would go around to submitting it into a search engine on the net.
You know, that's a very good point, Georgia. When you have a site, you know, heard the old adage, build a better mousetrap, people beat a path to your door.
Right.
It's garbage. Because if they don't know where your door is, how are they going to get to, you know, what you've built better? So consider your website your doorway to the rest of the world, all these people that are there, right? So people have to find out about it. So one of the ways you do it is you register it with a search engine, like we show it on air. So, Brian, what would your website be about?
It's just personal information. I have it on AOL servers.
Okay, give me a hobby. Luis, I want to do a search on air and show people who may have never seen this, new to the net, how this net works, one of the best functions. So give me one of your hobbies, Brian.
Computers.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
That's going to be huge.
That's going to be huge. Give me an oddball one.
Let's do drumming as in music.
Drumming. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to explain what we're going to do. Follow along on the computer as Luis does this. We're going to show his computer screen. Luis, you are going to go to, I guess, assume Alta Vista. Which one are you going to use?
Yes, I'm in Alta Vista right now.
Okay, Alta Vista is a search engine. So what we're going to do is we're going to show Luis's computer. And on this computer, he is going to do a search for drumming. So you typed in drumming, right?
And I got 10,000 hits.
10,000.
10,000.
So there are 10,000 proposed sites on drumming.
Exactly.
Go halfway down the page, Luis. Let's just look at this randomly. Basically what this does is it takes the whole net and categorizes it, meaning all these people listing. Just pick one, Luis, and let's load it up.
Just pick one. Let's pick the first.
Anyone that's there.
Let's do the first one because that's usually the best one.
So now, Georgia, what's happened is somebody's built a website.
Right.
They went in
Scottish drumming,
and they registered. They registered the website with these various search engines.
Right.
Okay. And there's a way that you register. So, Luis, why don't we explain registering real quick while this pulls up, and then we're going to look at the very first site that's there, just random.
Okay. What you need to do is you need to go to each of the search engines, be that Lycos, InfoSeek, Alta Vista, Yahoo, and they will let you register your page for free. Now, the other thing you need to remember is there's something called meta tags. On a meta tag on your HTML code, when you do your homepage, you need to make sure that you put keywords and you put their keywords that are going to make your site come up when they do a search. For example,
like this site did drumming.
Drumming,
right.
Sticks, music. So what happens is the search engine is going to go and send what they call a little spider, and it's going to go down your site, and it's going to get these keywords, and it's going to use those keywords for somebody in the future searching for those topics. So you got to make sure that you pick the right keywords, because that is the key of being able to be brought up on a search engine when they do a search.
And Dave, isn't there a place on the web that you can go that will actually give you a way to log it and search, or should we say list on all the sites at once?
I'm going to try it here. I think it's www.submitit.com.
We're going to have to do that. Luis, let's go back to Luis's computer. We pulled up this Scottish drumming site,
it's not
right?
done.
Now, this is like completely random, but here is somebody's page. Okay, and they have no idea. They're on national TV and radio all around the world, and we're talking about their Scottish drumming page.
Let's see who they are.
And it looks like a pretty simple site there. Here, we're gonna get a look at them. Ready?
Let's make sure they're not naked.
Okay.
All right. Well, there they are.
Luis, do they have a name there?
Let's see. Jessica is in the picture to the left. Let's see. She's on the right next to her father, who, as you might know, is a sharp dresser.
This is a guy who has no idea.
And then Dirk is on the picture on the right. Well, he's the gearhead, among other things.
This is Derek's site, I would assume, on Scottish drumming. So there you go, Brian. Somebody could randomly
And in
pull
the
up your
future,
site.
Jovan, they're going to have pictures of them in Scottish gear.
Ooh.
So let's say,
now, do they wear anything under the kilt?
I don't know.
That's the
I don't want to
question.
know.
We'll have to revisit that site. So, Dave, real quick before we go to break. Now, this is where he can go to register his site with all of the search engines, right?
That's right. submitit.com, submitit.com. And I think they charge for the service. There might be some free ones out there. If you do a Yahoo search on web submissions, you could probably find it. But this one, they'll hit all the major search engines for you as a service.
And so it's an easy, fast way to do it. I assume you fill out what? You fill out a form and pick all your keywords and all that stuff. And then what do they do? Do they actually go out and register it with all the engines?
That's what's tricky about this, Jovan. You can sit there all day, which there's so many search engines today.
I did it one time. When we first started Net Talk, I did it.
So
and I sat at the computer for 11 hours.
Yeah.
11 hours doing it.
Right. And what you do, basically, every search engine needs to know the name of the webmaster, the name of the URL, everything about it, where these guys will do it for you as a service.
Well, go check it out. It's submitit.com. When we come back, we're going to cover some chat stuff with our chat chick. We're doing angel chat. We're doing people chat. We're going to chat about Seinfeld. I'm going to show you some wacky stuff on the net, the wackiest site. Think right now, how much does Bill Gates have to spend every day to eliminate all his money? I'll tell you about it all when Net Talk Live returns right after this.
Next on Springer, Jasmine holds a dubious honor.
Jasmine recently broke the world record and had sex with 300 men in 10 hours.
I mean, I did it. Big deal.
But she admits that the adult film biz ain't all glamour.
Would you ever do this again?
There's no way. It was scary.
She broke the world sex record.
I basically bit off more than I could chew that day. I mean...
Next, Jerry Springer.
Monday at 9 on Hot TV 27.
How would you like to win a fully loaded 200 megahertz K6 multimedia web development computer? Now that's a good reason to go download the award-winning Calypso email program. So just go here and click this.
Here's a good reason to download the award-winning Calypso email program. Calypso can support unlimited users, each with their own mailbox and accounts. So just go here and click this.
Either way, you win
with the award-winning Calypso email.
Or a chance to win a cool computer.
So just go here
and click this.
When severe weather strikes,
severe warning from Parker.
Be forewarned.
That's the one that they're watching right now. The most intense unless you go further south.
Yeah. No warnings for Denton County at the present time.
It's just going to be a rough afternoon. Come to me after the open.
When you need to know.
This is golf size hail, wind gust at 70. 2 good-sized cells in the Stephenville at this point.
The forewarned weather team.
So is a chance for tornadic activity.
Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Tim Helen, the Fox 4 Weather Center.
Nobody keeps you safer.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. Get up there. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell.
Area secured. This is no ordinary training camp, because nobody gets you closer to the action than Mike Ducey. He covers the boys with the fastest pace, highest impact, most intense recap of the hottest highlights. Cowboys Training Camp 97. Tomorrow at 10:35, right after Fox 4 News. We are your official Cowboy station.
To buzz.
If you could change anything about yourself, what would it be?
And get new teeth. Or not to buzz.
So don't you buzz!
That is the question.
What's the biggest lie you ever told a guy?
I'm going out with my friends. Hi, I'm Andy Wood, host of Buzz, the game where fast-talking, quick-thinking singles get the date of their dream. So make a date with Buzz.
Weeknights at 11 on Hot TV 27.
Well, there's the cars. Why do we play the cars? Because if you were in your car, you could still participate in Net Talk Live. Why? Because we're a triple cast. Means you can watch us on TV. Got to go to the store. Got to go to 7-Eleven, buy that packs of smokes. You shouldn't be smoking anyway. You can get in your car. You can turn on the radio. You can listen to us. Not miss a beat. Run in real quick. Buy them. Come out. Get in your car. Listen. Go back home. Turn on your TV and continue with the broadcast.
And that was the longest segue, and it was a very good one. No, that was Jovan. I love your segues. Those are awesome.
Where else in America can you do that?
I love it.
That's called thinking on your feet, my friend. Woo-hoo. Anyway, let's take a quick call. Let's go to Jody, tuning in Euless, Texas.
Hey, Jody. Welcome to Net Talk Live.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
What's up, Jody?
Got a question. I keep seeing this commercial for an Apple computer that kind of looks like the web TV.
You know,
they're billing it for kids.
Building it for kids.
Yeah.
So tell me about the commercial. I mean, what'd you see? I haven't even seen this one. Are they saying it's specifically a kid's computer?
Well, they're saying it's under $200.
Wow.
So it's...
I'm buying one.
Really? They're saying you can get on internet with it, and it's got all sorts of programs you can get on with it.
I haven't heard about this, but I have a sneaky feeling our Apple aficionado, Mr. Macman, Luis, what's up? An under $200 computer for kids
Is that
to surf from Apple?
Well, I have not seen this commercial, Jovan. I know that Apple was doing something called the pipping, and the pipping was sold to Bandai, who also makes another one of these play game Sega type of things.
So the Pipping.
The who? No,
Pippin
but Pipping.
So the Pippin Bandai.
Now, I'm not sure if that's what she's talking about. If that's what she's talking about, then yes.
She's not sure that's what she's talking about. That's why she's asking
I'm not sure what she's talking about because I haven't heard of anything like brand new and stuff.
I wonder if we could search on the web.
I am doing that right now.
And find something. Dave, you're Mr. Gadget guy.
Yeah.
Now, I know you try to totally avoid the small, lower-end gadgets, but...
No, the web TV is cool. Just I try and avoid Macintosh.
Oh, come on, come on.
No, basically...
Must we go through this again?
If Laura was here, you would get the evil eye.
True. No, she
doesn't. Even the evil eye.
After Laura went PC,
PC,
she lost her capability to give me the evil eye. How's that? I'm trying to pull it up here, too. But the Pippin, basically, from what I remember, and Luisa's right, this goes back to December when Apple was talking about this, but it was a little Sega-style box that had a little modem, I think, as an external device. It didn't have a modem built into it. So as we find out more information, we'll be able to tell you here.
You know, Jody, you know what we're going to do? We don't know.
Okay.
We have no idea.
At least we're honest.
See, they talked about it as a prototype, and then once things are a prototype, there's no telling what they end up with in final production, so we'll find out.
You know what we're going to do for you, Jody? We're going to put out the word, all the people in chat. Why don't you give us an answer? Anybody out there know about this Apple computer for kids that's under $200? You know, send us an email or send us in chat, and Jody, we'll get you an answer if we can get it while we're still on the air.
Okay. I got one other quick question.
Fire away real quick.
Your preference between an AST and a Packard Bell?
An AST and a Packard Bell.
Mm-hmm.
If you were going to choose the two, I would say it really wouldn't matter. I've heard a lot of good things about both. Luis, you have a preference between an AST and a Packard Bell. Of course, these are prepackaged computers you can buy in a store.
The short answer is no, I don't have a preference.
No matter. Dave?
I do. I'd go AST.
And why would you go AST?
Because I like what they're doing as far as not putting so much on the motherboard. When you start to cram too much on the motherboard, like video and modems and whatnot, then your motherboard, when it breaks, everything goes out. Where AST is still... Even though it's a mass-produced company, it still has kind of the flavor of a home-built machine.
Okay. Well, hey, there you go. AST got the vote there from
Flavor TV.
the official gadget.
Okay, fine. AST. I'll say AST.
That's what I like about you. That's what I like about you, Luis. Follow along and follow in there. Speaking of following along, hey, Kim, you got some cool chat stuff coming up.
Yes, I do.
Angel Chat
Angel chat.
Now, this is not, no, I did prayer to the heavens via satellite. We're not going to talk to angels via chat.
No,
Okay.
no. And this wasn't planned, by the way. This was not planned. I found the site, and Laura's the one I think who turned me on to this site. What it is, it's a site where you can chat about angels. You can chat about artwork, angel artwork. You can read stories about angels. You can read all kinds of things about angels. And just share your information about angels, because angels are everywhere. They're just everywhere. I think we have one in the studio
You know,
somewhere.
there are big books on this going on.
Yes.
Right? And I know a lot of them are bestsellers that are going on. And is it more like people, you know, I'm trying to figure this one out. Is it more like people just discussing their angelic experiences? Is it more like people just that collect angels? Because I know that's a big collector item.
Collecting, writing stories, poems, everything.
Now, what
Everything
are
about
these
angels.
people that are normally in chat, let's say chatting about angels, what do these people that chat look like? I mean, you ever thought about what these people look like that are chatting about angels?
Yes.
You know, I mean, what do they look like there? I don't even know if we're going to get that one. Nobody's paying attention.
Yeah. Okay, that's over my head.
Okay, I was just messing with you there. Right, Dave?
That's right,
Dave?
Jovan. I don't know what that looks like.
It doesn't fit.
What the hell's wrong with my
cam?
director? That was your cue.
Where's
That was your cue.
I'm so angelic tonight. I have the, oh my God, the things I stoop to do on this show.
Where did he even get this? I bet you've been back there doing that for about 10 minutes.
I have, and we were trying to say, okay, there we go. Now, this is what a chatting, chatting angel. Isn't this wonderful?
There's a net angel. There you go. A net angel.
I
right
have so
there.
much fun here. I love this show.
I made him do it. Okay,
I was actually setting him up. I saw that in the background. I saw Dave stick that on, and nobody's paying attention.
What is he trying to get to? What's he telling us?
Cool.
I knew it was coming, but I didn't see it on the monitor, so I was like, okay.
That was as much fun as the chihuahua that I found in Tijuana, the stuffed chihuahua. I thought the wall was going to come down on me there for a second. This is actually Luis's chihuahua.
No, I have Spike in here.
Do we? You have Spike. See, they look different. Spike has a belly button.
He was bad this week, so I stuffed him.
Anyway, so Lynch, do we have up this angel site again? I want to look at that. So, what was that?
Was that an angel?
Oh, Spike.
That was an angel.
There's my angel site. There
Oh,
it
it's
is.
called Angels on the Net.
Right.
And it says you are visitor 98,674. So it looks like it's a pretty popular site to do this.
Very popular site.
And what's your
very
other site you
popular
have going on?
My other site is people.com, and what we've
Like
got,
People Magazine?
peoplemagazine.com, absolutely. And it's they have some really cool people chatting, but and also people set up. But this week's are the winners of the Sundance and Cannes Film Festivals. Kind of obscure things, people who do artsy films and things like that. But they have some really big names on. Sometimes they've also got a guy who does some information about astrology online about the stars, so you can get gossip and what this guy finds out about the stars through astrology.
So let me see. This guy reads the stars.
Right.
Stars?
Right. That's right.
That's a good analogy.
That's right. And so I've got one more site, but do we want to get to it?
What
or
we need
not?
to do is we need to tell them to go to your hot sites.
Okay,
Tell
yes.
them how to do that real quick.
Go to my hot sites, go to www.nettalklive.com and click on Kim, and also read my article about Love Online.
When we come back, we're going to go to a wacky site and hiphuggers.com. If you're a 70s fan, check this out. Call a friend, tell them to tune in. We'll be right back right after this.
On the next Heat of the Night,
Who is this kid and what is he doing here?
an illegal immigrant in search of his roots
Maybe you left a little fellow over there without a father.
is in the wrong place at the wrong time
I didn't shoot him. He did, the China boy.
and might have to pay.
I think you're saying that the kid is lying simply because he's Vietnamese.
For something he never did in the heat of the night.
Monday at 4 on Hot TV 27.
We could brag about having Dallas's first helicopter power cam or having the most experienced helicopter news team. But when it comes to the Sky 4 power cam, pictures speak louder than words.
This is Scott Wallace reporting live from Sky 4. Texas DPS coming out with guns drawn. That's a live picture from Sky 4.
Don't you agree?
It's turned over and the truck just crashed.
When news breaks, nobody gets you closer than the Sky 4 power cam. Nobody.
if you have this on your current web browser, and if you want to fully experience all the internet has to offer,
and have the full power of sound, motion, and color of the World Wide Web,
then there is only one thing you should do. This.
Microsoft's Internet Explorer makes surfing the net, news groups, and email fun and easy.
Even for us newbies.
Internet Explorer has all the cool tools and features, and best of all,
it's absolutely free.
Get smart. Download Internet Explorer now.
Hi, I'm Tara Holland, Miss America 1997. For much of my life, I've worked to improve the literacy of Americans. That means better reading skills, but also working towards higher goals, like earning a GED diploma. If you didn't finish school, it's never too late to take the GED tests, sponsored by the American Council on Education. So invest in yourself and the future of your family. Call 1-800-62-MY-GED.
His loyalty has been questioned.
You've been accused of conspiracy.
His trust has been betrayed.
Your accuser is a member of this very legacy house.
The leader of the legacy stands in judgment.
Which first did you?
Now, the only way to expose the truth,
I know what I've done,
is to confront the demons that haunt them all.
If you are convicted, it will be by the words of those of your own house.
Next time on Poltergeist, The Legacy.
Monday at 7 on Hot TV 27.
Remember 1974? On Friday nights, you were probably watching
This is Jim Rockford. At the tone, leave your name and message. I'll get back to you.
The Rockford Files, with good old-fashioned fist fights, fast gas-guzzling cars, and even pay toilets. Well, the 70s may be over, but Rocky, Dennis, and Jim rock on.
Give me a dime. I'm going to crack you open like a piggy bank.
The Rockford Files are still hot, weeknights at 11:30 on Hot TV 27.
Thanks, Angelina. That's nice.
Normcast Worldwide. It's the world's first interactive triple cast. Watch on Hot TV KDFI Channel 27, the live broadcast from the studios of 570 KLIF Radio, and sent worldwide via AudioNet. It's Net Talk Live with your co-host, Laura Lewis. Gadget Guy, Dave Mathews. Webhead, Mark Markham. And your tour guide to the internet and host of Net Talk, Jovan. Net Talk Live is brought to you by Microsoft, developers of the world's leading computer software, including the internet's smartest web browser, Internet Explorer. Get smart. Download your free copy of Internet Explorer now. Communication Expo, your one-stop low-price communication superstore. Communication Expo, the first 20,000 square foot communication superstore. Visit us in North Dallas at Beltline and the Toll Road. Sponsored in part by cityview.com, your local information and entertainment source. Visit us on the World Wide Web at cityview.com. Follow along with the broadcast of Net Talk Live by going to our homepage at www.nettalklive.com. To send email during the show, address it to nettalk@nettalklive.com. So boot up your computer, grab your mouse, and join in the fun, learning about the internet and the World Wide Web.
A little BTO, is that right? Bachman Turner Overdrive?
Yeah, Georgia will know that one.
I know, yeah.
I'm waiting for her to jump in any moment.
Wait, I gotta dance like Georgia expects, okay? I gotta dance like Georgia.
You know,
I'm
Jovan,
never going to hear the end of this. I said you were a good dancer. I was kidding.
It would be different if you were dancing. We don't see you moving your flaviness here.
You said, I guess you dance okay for a white boy.
What? That's good. Well, how else would you dance? Like you're a white guy.
I might dance like an Ethiopian. How do you know? You've never seen me dance.
Never going to get to live this one down, am I?
No,
not until you dance.
Not until you dance.
Go for it, Georgia.
Actually, we might make you do that during your Spice Girl segments that you're going to cover here in this segment. Anyway, but I'm going to take a quick call. I'm going to go to line 2, and for the rest of the show, everybody who called we put on the air, we're going to give you a gift. Did you hear that, Sean calling from Dallas?
Hey, Sean.
How you doing?
Good. We're gonna give you a gift just for calling in.
Oh, great, excellent. My question is about Internet Explorer 4.0.
Okay.
How does that differ from the 3.02 version I have that I got from your website?
That's a good question. So, Luis, since you're the browsing man, what's the difference between Internet Explorer 3.0 or 3.01, which they can download from our site, and the new one, which you shouldn't really be trying yet until it's really better, right? That's 4.0.
Yeah, I heard there's a new release of it nowadays. It has something called the Active Desktop, what happens is it uses your desktop, your Windows 95 desktop, and your browser is built into the desktop. So you basically don't have the separate application browser. It basically plugs in to your Windows desktop already. It has support for many other, for example, JavaScript. They have their JScript supports, I believe, 1.1. And I'm not sure exactly all the features. I think Dave.
And it's a more technical one, right?
Yeah,
Dave?
actually, Dave uses it. So
I did use it. It was so slow, Jovan. And beta code, when you watch it, you can download beta code, and it's fun to beta test, but you open your computer up to future problems, meaning that Microsoft hasn't fully debugged all the code in this. So it's not an official release from Microsoft.
So when should he wait till to actually start using it?
I would wait until it's available from our website, and you can get the NetTalk Live version. It'll have all of our hot sites plugged in. Plus, when you install it, it'll copy all of your old bookmarks back into the browser. So just keep checking the get the E, and I'm sure that we will highly promote this when it's available.
Okay.
Because
okay, Sean, got a question for you. Ready?
Okay.
Software or book? Choose software.
Software.
Okay, you ready for this? We're gonna give you your choice, my friend. Let's get a shot of this. Just because you're such a nice guy for calling tonight, Sean. Ready for this? Can you take a look? You're gonna get By Design Office. This is, of course, by Abacus Software.
Okay.
Easiest way to create dazzling business documents, spreadsheets, and presentations, or professional letters that get results. You can get the Lifetime Encyclopedia of Letters. Which one you want, my friend?
Which one, sweetie?
Which one? Sweetie.
Oh,
thank you.
You must be talking to Jovan.
About The Office.
The Office.
Very cool.
It is yours, my friend. This is yours. We're going to put
thank you.
We're going to put your name on it.
Abacus Software.
Yep.
Very neat.
Pete's going to put you back on hold, my friend. I'm going to put you back on hold. He'll tell you how to get it.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey.
That's the way to do it.
Called you sweetie. That
Okay.
was so nice.
It's because I'm so
He saw you dancing.
spicy.
Spicy. Now
So,
these girls.
Give me some spice.
The Spice Girls.
What's the scoop on this? I actually watched their video. They are pretty hot.
Okay, they are. It's like
pretty
these
hot.
girls that were just chosen in England, in London.
They were
and
put together.
They were put together, and you guys, if you guys have seen them sing and dance, y'all know that they can't sing and dance, and they are totally rich. In like 2 years, once they finish, like they've gotten this $50 million deal with Pepsi. They've got a movie on the way, and once they finish this, they're gonna all of them together, not separately. They're all gonna be worth what the Queen's worth. That's a lot of money. Look at this. So what you can do, what I did, they are so cute. I'm jealous. Anyway, what I did was
Wait a minute. Look at that.
What?
They all dress like Laura.
They do. See, Laura should be in this group.
Laura is the Spice Girl.
What I did was I clicked on the pencil case, and I only did this because people are like, you're always getting on guys. All you see are cute guys. You're going to see some cute girls. And what I did for you guys is I clicked on photo shoot, and you can see how great and gorgeous.
This is a cool site.
Yeah,
Luis,
this really is a cool site.
What makes those move around like that, Luis? What is that?
That could be a GIF animated, an animated GIF, actually.
And you can put some action in the site there. So
And you can just
All
click
right.
on one of the girls, whichever girl you like Victoria, Emma, Mel B. I think Mel B is the coolest because she's got that big fat hair. I mean, Mel C. Mel B.
she's the athletic one, right?
Well, yeah,
The little
yeah, I guess you
tumbler
call
girl,
yeah.
you
And
know?
you can just click on those and just get like it's super blown up. But
Wow.
yeah, so you can get the group pictures, which I think they're really cool. And
They are literally selling millions and millions of records worldwide.
Huge. I mean, they are just huge, and they've got deals coming out the wazoo. I mean, just super deals. And one of the girls is like fixing to marry some billionaire prince. Mel B is, I think, is engaged to some gazillionaire prince. So,
But these girls you want, are either you hate them or you love them.
Yeah.
And I did a search on the internet on Alta Vista for
Yeah.
Spice Girls and anti, and I got 10,000 hits.
yeah.
So there's
And,
a bunch of anti.
you know,
yeah.
You know what
Spice
it
Girl
is?
sites.
I'll tell you what it is. It's real simple. Anytime, anything. I mean, they're pretty revolutionary. I think they're just very good
I think
marketing,
it's awesome.
right? Very good marketing. You're always going to find something.
Yeah, like me,
against
I'm like jealous, right?
You're
Everybody
just
is.
jealous.
There you go. And also,
You kind of got the Spice Girl kind of look going on. You kind of got all these colors.
Well, I
and
wish I had the Spice Girl kind of money going on. But
Hmm.
let's go to nothing to lose. I got nothing to lose. Get it? Nothing to Lose, the movie.
Oh, that's a segue. Okay, I got it.
The movie with Tim Robbins and Martin Lawrence. And you might think that seems like a really odd couple, which it was. But it was a really great movie.
Like Tim Robbins is Mr. Straight-Lace.
Yeah, he
right?
is.
Mr.
And
Hollywood Straight-Lace. And Martin is like...
crazy man, even in movies and even outside of movies.
He's a
like
nut.
Mr. Crazy Man. Well, they've got like the shocked version. You can kind of go in, and it's actually pretty cool. I clicked on that. And but actually in this movie, Tim Robbins gets kind of crazy. So it's fun. Look at that. See,
Look at that.
cool.
It looks like
one
an
has
old...
no job. One has no life.
Hang on real
Pretty
quick.
cool.
I want to show something. If you're watching TV, you need to see this. And if you're on the net, you need to do it. Run the cursor over a job. Luis, watch this. What makes that change to an instant photograph? What is that?
Well, actually, Jovan,
Without even
I
clicking.
researched this weekend because I made a change to our page to do this. But Internet Explorer 3.0 does not support full JavaScripting 1.1. So I am sure that what they're using here is ActiveX, which I thought about doing, but the problem is that you need a Mac version and a PC version. So it probably is.
So that's
ActiveX.
ActiveX. Go over that. Run down there, Lynch. Look how these change to photographs.
Oh.
That is an excellent
cool.
touch. Brandon Brown and Jeff Harris, I hope you're watching this because I'd like that on our side, please.
Yeah,
I'd like it by 9 o'clock in the morning.
Actually,
okay?
Jovan, I just found out that is actually Java.
Very
not JavaScript.
nice. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. So what can we find in this site, Georgia?
You can find like everything about the movie, and what I did after that was you can find just really cool things like what the movie's about. You can talk about the job. You can talk about it talks about Tim Robbins and also Martin, which I actually went into a different site, Mr. Showbiz, to find out about Martin because he's got all this.
Even Martin got to hang around Will Smith.
Yeah, but I don't think he will during that next movie. We'll see what happens with that. You know, Bad Boys 2. We don't know if he's going to be able to do that.
Oh, I didn't know that. You know,
Yeah.
Bad Boys was a good movie.
It was great. I thought it was great.
I think Will Smith is going to be the national 4th of July icon now.
Yeah.
There's going to be Will Smith's debut day for his movie each year is going to have to be like 4th of July. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, you know, Martin has been in so much trouble, and none of it seems to have hurt his movie career. So, I mean, you know, he's got it going on. Still making money.
It's press. It's
Yeah.
press. Anyway, I want to show you a site.
Okay.
You need to check this out. If you follow along, the way you do these sites, I want to show you this real quick. If you go to our website at nettalklive.com and you look at our main page, we have a little button up top that just says Hot Sites. And if you just click on that, and then it says Choose Your Personality, just click on any one of our faces you want to choose on. You can find our Hot Sites for the day. But I want to show you a website I found. It's called wacky.com. It's the wackiest site on the internet. And let's go ahead and click through there. I want to show you the next page.
The chicken.
This is a pretty cool site.
Hey, Dave, your chicken's there.
They stole.
How to get on a website? That's cool.
Whack attack.
They stole your chicken idea. But guys, they've got one there called Bill Gates and Me. Okay, you ready for this? Give you an example. Who's the big basketball player? What's his name?
Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan. Go back to the front page there. Michael Jordan makes $70 million a year. Okay, $70 million a year. That means if Michael Jordan sees a movie, and he pays $6 for the movie,
right,
he makes approximately $3,933 for sitting there watching the movie.
Wow.
Okay? Now, I told you earlier, if Bill Gates wanted to spend his money, okay?
Right.
And if he spent, let's say, $364,000 a day, okay?
Okay.
How long would it be before he would be out of money? Do you have any idea? Dave, you have any idea?
I've read this before, so I'm going to exclude myself
Okay.
from this.
Luis, do you know?
I don't know.
Have any idea?
No
I'm going to
idea.
take a wild guess and say 50 years.
If Bill Gates started spending $364,000 a year, and let's say he started on July 4th, 1776.
1776.
He'd still have money right now in the hundreds of millions.
You know
Can
how
you
long-
believe that?
Do you know how long it'll take
Do you
me?
know something?
He's got more money than even his second generations can spend and do. He is now worth, Microsoft jumped like $8 a share. He gained like $13 billion
You're making mistakes.
And do you know
in
something?
assets last week.
He still does not fly first class. Is that awesome? I think that is so cool that he flies coach. This man could buy his own jets.
All right, let's guess how long it's going to take Luis to go broke if he spent that much money.
That's good, Luis. I like that.
3.3 minutes?
Not even that, Jovan. I think it's negative.
Can you imagine? I heard that.
Seconds.
I heard that on the Kevin McCarthy show right here on 570 KLF, and you can listen to it over the net. But he was talking about Bill Gates started spending $364,000 a day, and he sucked me in and said, let's just see, he started spending it since July 4th, 1776. he would still have hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank.
Unbelievable.
Can you believe that? That's like mega money. So what's the moral of this story? Is it better to be a jock or a geek?
I'd say a geek.
You choose.
Definitely a geek.
You definitely choose. Anyway, I want to show you one more website. Let's see if we have it up here. This is actually cool. You know, 70 retros everything. And let's talk to Spice Girls. Do we have it, Lynch? Lynch doesn't have it. You go to our hot sites and click on my face. This is a site. I'll try to show it in the next segment if I can. It's called hiphuggers.com.
Ooh.
And if you are a 70s freak, if you grew up with the Bradys.
I am a 70s freak.
I was almost tempted to do our new show openings. We're going to debut a new look for Net Talk Live next Sunday. And I was tempted to do the Brady gig thing where we're all looking down at each other through the windows, but I didn't do it. Right, Dave? I thought about it. We thought about it. We thought about it.
Story. There you go, Louis.
But I couldn't do it. I had to make sure Laura got
maybe
back.
Chuck, get these videos. Jovan, look to the side for Chuck.
Anyway, when we come back, we'll be right back right after this. I'm going to show you some cool, funny stuff about us on the web. All when Net Talk Live returns right after this.
Amazing people, incredible events on real TV. Why not quit while you're ahead? It's his second jump off the Golden Gate Bridge, but this leap leaves him hanging over 300 feet above waiting police. Then maybe it's time to throw in the towel. This boxer's mom is tired of the licking her boy's taking, so she steps in the ring. Plus, half court, one shot. He makes it. If it's caught on tape, it's on real TV.
Monday at 6:30 on Hot TV 27.
When severe weather strikes,
Severe warning for Parker.
be forewarned.
Yeah, that's the one that they're watching right now.
The most intense unless you go further south.
Yeah.
No warnings for Denton County at the present time. It's just going to be a rough afternoon.
Come to me after the open.
When you need to know.
Yeah, there's a golf-ball-sized hail, wind gust at 70.
2 good-sized cells in the Stephenville at this point.
The forewarned weather team.
There is a chance for tornadic activity.
Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Tim Heller in the Fox 4 Weather Center.
Nobody keeps you safer.
If you're serious about the net, then you need Calypso Email, the best email program available. Why? How about 12 reasons? Award-winning, multiple users, multiple accounts, filtered mail, multiple signatures, autoresponder. Cool. User-friendly. Did I say award-winning yet? Message preview, bulk mail, return receipt, spell checker. So go to nettalklive.com, click this icon, and try Calypso Email for yourself. And maybe you'll win a free computer.
On the next Baywatch Nights,
Every culture has one.
something is down there,
A legendary creature which is the embodiment of all that is evil.
turning a diving exploration
What was that?
into a deadly encounter.
Something just attacked Griff.
Who will survive the terror of the deep?
We can't go out the way we came in. Whatever's down here is not going to let us.
On the next Nights. Baywatch Nights.
Monday at 8 on Hot TV 27.
I used to use Netscape. I now use Microsoft Internet Explorer.
I used to use Netscape, and I now use Microsoft Internet Explorer.
I switched to Internet Explorer because we put it to the test, and Internet Explorer is the better browser.
I switched to Internet Explorer because it's easier to use, has everything the other browser has, and it's free.
Absolutely free.
Is it about time you switched?
It's easy.
Just go to this website
and click on this logo, and your computer does the rest.
Get smart. Get Internet Explorer.
Download it now. It's free.
To buzz.
If you could change anything about yourself, what would it be?
And get new teeth. Or not to buzz.
So don't you buzz me!
That is the question.
What's the biggest lie you ever told a guy?
I'm going out with my friends.
Hi, I'm Andy Wood, host of Buzz, the game where fast-talking, quick-thinking singles get the date of their dream. So make a date with Buzz.
Weeknights at 11 on Hot TV 27.
All right, we're back in the last segment. That's Petey. And, of course, Petora, not to be confused with Pete that you talk to when you call in here to the show, Net Talk Live. We're in the last segment here. We're going to take these calls, and we've got some cool stuff we're going to show you. Some people kind of do some weird stuff when they get locked into the show, and they get, you know, Georgia, so many people watch, and they get hooked into this. Sometimes it's almost cultish. You have to take a look at some of the stuff we're going to show in a minute. But anyway, let's take a quick call. Let's go to line 2. It's Stephen in Grand Prairie, Texas.
Hey, Stephen, what's your question?
Good evening. I just want to make a comment on that Macintosh
a notebook you're talking about?
Oh, the one that she was calling about for kids?
Oh.
Yeah, it's not $200. They're advertising it for $4.99 in several of the PC magazines.
Uh-huh.
And it's called a ruggedized children's notebook. And it doesn't even have an external floppy to it. It's got a real heavy coating of rubber around it. It's supposed to make it child-proof, but you know they're always making better children, right?
That sounds like a good Chihuahua laptop.
It's $499?
That's what I've seen it in several of the different PC journals.
Very good, Stephen. Hey, tell you what, book or software?
Software.
Okay, you got one choice. So would you like the Lifetime Encyclopedia of Letters, or would you like the Lifetime Encyclopedia of Letters?
I'll take the Lifetime Encyclopedia of Letters.
Good choice. Good choice, Stephen. Hey, thanks for answering that question for us.
Hey, Stephen, send me the link when you find it. I'd like to see that.
Can you do that? He's already gone there?
gone.
So I'm going to put him on hold there. That's
Send me the link when you find it.
That would be good. We're going to make sure you get it. Well, he gets that piece of software. That was really, really, really nice. Dave, you got those sites up?
I do, but Chuck is is our resident guru of taking our pictures and doing wonderful things with them, and I hope he does the Brady Bunch thing.
He's a fan. Chuck's a fan of the show, and he started doing this thing called the Cult of Jovan. Do you have one
That's
up
right.
there?
I've got one up here now.
Actually, what do you have on your computer?
Well, mine is the issue number 7 preview. It's not. You can see that he took down issue number 6, and it's a little preview for it. And I do have some older ones here I had archived. This is the Cult of Jovan. This is what started it all. It talks about Laura using the medallion to try and keep viewers locked in on the Net Talk show. And then I also have another one here. We can see Luis doing Chihuahua impersonations, I think. And then there's my piranha on the stick. Look, as we all know that I have a dead frozen piranha, and I'm going to hold my breath until it gets stuffed.
What do we have? Did you have the one with? I haven't seen the one. I've heard about us being Pez dispensers.
Yep, that used to be on the site. That's not on the homepage anymore.
And do we have? Who has the one Lord of the Net? Do either of y'all have that Lord of the Net thing?
Do we have Luis Shelley, another fan,
we have
does
to,
that?
Yeah, Shelley.
Oh no, wait, no. The Lord of the Net is Chuck. I can't keep up anymore. We got Chuck. Who's awesome. Chuck did the Lord of the Net, and he's
Chuck
taking that one
web
down.
Space. Because he's running out of space. That's why he's taking them down.
Oh, okay.
He only has so many megs.
He's an AOL user.
We have to help Chuck out there because so many people hit this site and follow this funny stuff. He takes clips from the shows in our face and makes up funny stories about what was going. But it's pretty funny. Anyway, let's go to the 800 line. It's Chris tuning in Evansville, Indiana on WJTS.
Hey, Chris. Welcome to Net Talk Live. What's your question?
My question is, sometimes when I get on a site, an additional window will pop up. Is there any way possible that I can limit my browser to there's just the one window?
An additional window will pop up?
Right. You hit a site, and another window will pop up.
Okay, well, so, Luis, what is he talking about, another window pop-up?
Well, what happens, Jovan, is you can do on the HTML coding, you can put something there that on a click, it opens a new window automatically for you, so it doesn't take you out of the context of the page.
Well, why would you want to do that?
As a webmaster, what you want to do that is if you have a topic that you want them to view quickly in a smaller window, but you don't want them to go out of their site, like, for example, if you have a link to somebody else's site.
Right.
Then it brings up a different window, and you can browse that window, close it, and you're still on their site.
So you don't have to backtrack.
Exactly.
Right.
So, but that's something that is buried on the HTML code, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. So
they're kind of like...
That's
so, Chris, you're kind of like...
You're under mercy.
You can't do anything. But, Chris, as a consolation prize, ready? I'm going to give you 3 topics real quick. Okay? You're going to get to choose a book. Let's get a shot of this. Upgrading and maintaining your PC. McAfee antivirus, how to use it for a beginner, or building your own PC. What do you want, man?
I'll take the upgrading.
You would take the fattest book, wouldn't you? Anyway, so I'm going to put you back on hold. Chris, you hold on. Pete's going to get your address and information. We'll make sure we get it.
Hey, Jovan, right here
I
have Shelley's page over here.
Oh, we need to show this real quick.
Yeah, the address is www.fastlane.com/homepages/Shelbo, SHELBO.
And this is one of those cult fan sites,
And this is one that she put together a little book of pictures she's taken with the cast and crew.
And she also has Men in Black. NIB. The NIB.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and find that too.
Netheads in Black.
She's got Kim's Chat Chicks fan site up. I think she's up. It's a Kim Adams Chat Chick fan.
I think this is
page,
if you go
whatever.
to last week's archives. Luis, don't you and I have reciprocal fan club sites where they can find this?
I have Dave's a fan club site, and then he has mine or something like that.
We need to do that.
So
and check it out.
you guys can find this out, so we don't have to read the URL. Just go to last week's hot sites, and you'll be able to pull this stuff up. But hidden within Shelbo's site is a very cool picture of. And Jovan, I didn't know that you and Will Smith had so much. I guess when you head out to L.A.
Yeah, you know how it is. Most people don't realize that I commute back and forth to L.A. and do my gig, but that's just the way it goes.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah. Dave, you weren't supposed to tell that on the air, my friend.
Yeah. What about Will Smith? Y'all know I'm real sensitive when it comes to him.
I like to keep it in burrito.
I told Will Smith to stay away from you.
Oh, really? We'll
Yeah.
talk later, okay?
About what? I told him you were a Spice Girl wannabe. And he has the official anti-Spice Girl page or something. Yeah, I don't know. He just made it like a funky face or something.
Okay.
Anyway, let me show you this polyester. I'm going to show you this real quick as we go out. We got about a minute left. This is Hip Huggers. Hip Huggers, right? HipHuggers.com. This is the Polyester Network right here. And if you want music, entertainment, fashions, and look at that. They even have a retro yard sale.
Look at that.
You want to find some of those fancy, flowery, bell-bottom, multi-zippered patch pants like Laura has?
That's me.
This is the place you need to go because this 70s stuff, and I think the Spice Girls did a lot to get it back. Did it? Georgia, great job. Great job.
Thanks.
Luis, fantastic stuff tonight. Some good demos and stuff going on.
Laura, we love you. We missed you.
We do miss you, Laura.
That's right. We miss you, Laura. And guys, on the way out, cut to my computer because I've got Netheads in black.
Me too.
Thanks for tuning in.
This is Netheads in Black. Guys, we thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you. We love you. Hey, go try to win a computer. We're giving tons away. We're going to give more and more away. You may be a winner. It's real easy, multiple chances to win. We really appreciate you tuning in and following our show and telling your friends about the show. Hey, Laura, we love you. We miss you. We'll see you next week. Folks, same time, same channel. Surf out our website during the week. Thanks a lot.
This has been Net Talk Live. Net Talk Live is a presentation of AudioNet, the broadcast network on the internet. 570 KLIF, home of the Talk Team, and Hot TV KDFI, Channel 27. Net Talk Live is brought to you by Microsoft, developers of the world's leading computer software, including the internet's smartest web browser, Internet Explorer. Get smart. Download your free copy of Internet Explorer now. Communication Expo, your one-stop low-price communications superstore. Sponsored in part by cityview.com, your local information and entertainment source. If you'd like to become a sponsor of Net Talk or have your website or computer product shown on the air, just give us a call. This is Net Talk, the world's first triple cast. Net Talk is everything you need to know about the internet and how to use it. Tell your friends about Net Talk, and we'll see you again next week. Net Talk Live is owned and produced by